Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Zotac Cup MENA for PUBG PC with our broadcast partner Loco. This is Bullet alongside with me on the joining on the cast of this will be Mr. Oro. So, Oro, how are you feeling today? And welcome to the show.
First of all, thank you for the warm welcome, Bullet. It's a pretty good evening here, and also I have been watching the stream yesterday, and teams have been performing really well. So hopefully, as you said, that the teams are prepared and team got a hang of the performances and maybe the stats
Yeah,
which they have prepared for the opponents.
yeah.
So hopefully, the teams who couldn't step up yesterday can get a better understanding today, and we hopefully can see them on the top.
Yeah. Before that, before we proceed on with the matches, guys, we'll be taking a look at the whole scenario, whole tournament format for this particular Zotac Cup, which has been represented by TC with our broadcast partner Loco. Yes, 32 teams will be participating across two qualifiers. There will be 16 teams in each qualifier, and qualifier one and qualifier two. From each of these qualifiers, only 8 teams will be proceeding on to the grand finale. So it comes to a part where yes, you have to get into the top 8 of those teams, top 8 of the leaderboard, then to fight on with that slot, which gonna get you the finale ticket to just confirm your player slots for the grand finale. It's gonna run from 24th till 25th of May. Again, the same thing, folks, which is very inverse in the PUBG PC esports circuit. That is gonna be a 2-day qualifier. Sorry, a 3-day qualifiers. 5 maps on the day one, 5 maps on the day two, and the 5 maps on the day three of the first qualifiers and the second qualifier. So all of the teams do have a set of maps where they have a lot of time to just converge upon any of the mistakes that they are about to happen, any of the strategies which are not working out. But the thing is, on the day one, a lot of teams have or gather up a good lead. As you can see, you might have seen the overall standings from the yesterday's stream also. Yes, Sarum Esports
Yep,
teams like
of
Bumble
course.
Squad have definitely taken up a good lead. But the thing is, a lot of teams are still not able to get a hang of what things are happening around in the games for the previous day.
Mhm. Yeah. To the prize pool, and this tournament. Yep. Down bullet. It's going to be very very important for
Yeah. Yeah, for the price pool breakdown, yes, it's gonna be a 5,000 US dollars total price pool. It's gonna be 3,000 US dollars. Whichever teams comes on the first, gonna take the lion's share of the price pool. The team is gonna finish off at the second place, gonna take home 1,500 US dollars. Team's gonna finish off at the finish off them. Sorry, at the third place, gonna take home 500 US dollars. But the interesting part comes where you finish off from fourth place till eighth place. Your teammates will be getting
yep.
2,500 game coins each player per player, and the fifth place will be taking home 2,000 game coins per player. Sixth place will be taking home 1,500 game coins per player, and so on, like 1,000 game points per player for seventh place, and eighth place will be taking home 500 game coins till fourth place. So the majority of the stakes and the commercial stakes comes at when you finish off at the top three spots. But stay, the journey is still about a long way to go. We are just on the second day of this whole event. We'll be taking a look at the today's team, which is going to play on the qualifier one. Of course, it's going to be the same team which played out on yesterday. We have Bound, we have Team Attention, we have Auglis, we have Team Yapa, we have Team Aces, we have Team Tryharder, we have Team Plus Esports, we have Old Gamers, we have Savam Esports, we have VS Team, we have Denzen Bank, Istanbul Wildcats, we have the Troublemakers, we have the Bumble Squad, we have the Kaito Gang, we have the Team 9, and we, of course, last but not the least, we have the Team Howl.
Yep, of course. Bullet Howl did a really good job yesterday, and they are
Yeah.
currently sitting at the top. They have two winner chicken dinners along with team. I think Sarven. They are also Savem. Yes, exactly. Savem and Bumble Squad. They have been performing really well. Though Bumble Squad didn't get any chicken dinner. Hopefully, in
Hmm.
today's game they might be finding any opportunities. They might go on and get that winner chicken dinner. Let's move on and let's look at the point system. Points breakdown. It's very simple. One kill, you get 1 point. No bonus or brownie points for getting knocks. And of course, the person or the team who gets the winner chicken dinner gets 10 points, and 9 to 16th position teams gets nothing. So of course, here the important part is going to be Bullet, that they make sure
Hmm.
during the qualifier phase they are in that top 16 spot. Uh, not only in the match, but also in the overall scoreboard, which is going to be important. Hence, they are going to be tested while the 32 teams fight
Yeah.
out and only 16 teams make it to the grand finals.
For now, we'll be taking a look at the overall strategy as Mr. Aur was talking about the team hall. We were also talking about team Star. Esports, we can see both of them have got two winner chicken dinner back to back yesterday, if I remember correctly. Yes, Southern Esports was the first team to get the chicken dinner on map number 3 and map number 4. Hall was able to confirm a chicken dinner on map number 2 and map number 5. But the thing is, the difference that we see among them is not about the placement points, it's mostly because of the kill points. How the team Hall has confirmed 44 kills, like Oro mentioned, you won't be getting any pointers or any points for when you knock up any of your opponent team's player. You only will getting the kill points when you confirm those kills. So yes, you gotta make sure that when you are able to knock down any of your enemy teams, you gotta throw up an arrow, just quickly confirm that kill and as soon as possible to get the points in your team tally. At the number third spot, we can see Bumble Squad with an overall points of 39. We have Troublemakers with 37, War Plus with 35, All Glass with 34, Kaito Gang with 32, and Denzen Pakistan Bull Wildcats with 27. So as you can see, order is not a lot of a difference when it comes down to team number 3, team number 4, team number 5, but the difference is majority when it comes down to the side of Sarvam Esports and Howl Esports. But for now, we'll be taking a look at the today's map schedule, or we can just call it the today's matches. Today we'll be gonna start the day off with Miramar. Today is gonna be three sets of Miramar maps, and only two Erangel maps is going to be played by these teams. Yesterday we had three maps of Erangel. I believe yes, and there were three maps of Erangel and two maps of Miramar. So I'm really excited to see on how Miramar turns out to be a very competitive spot for all of the teams fighting out on the second day of these qualifiers.
See, well, it's very clear that by the end of today, they will be witnessing, or we will be witnessing, most of the matches, since total of
Yeah.
15 matches will be played by these 32 teams to ensure that they are ending up in the top 16 spot. So, yeah, Myanmar is going to be very, very important. We all know that this map, by default, you have to be very,
Mm-hmm.
very, careful with your sniper action. The DMRs will come into play. Maybe not so with a rifle, until and unless you are going in or
Mm-hmm.
rushing in into a squad and taking those early fights. But
Mm-hmm.
we all know these teams usually like to take it slow in Myanmar. They prefer their loots, then
Mm-hmm.
they focus on the rotation. Then they, if they have any opportunity, or if they get any team, or they catch them off guard, they can take it from there. But
Okay.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
excited for Miramar. Of course, it is going to be very, very important, and to get a good start in a first game. That's also
Mm-hmm.
what every team is, looking for today.
Yes, especially when the first phase gets shifted. Where we have seen yesterday, we did saw a very hard shift coming onto the first phase of the circle as well. I feel like this has been the really the meta since what I feel like past 6 7 months when it comes on the side of PUBG PC. And yes, we have also seen the teams which are able to just secure those good compounds, secure those good covers among the areas where you
Mhm.
can be at the center of the circle, or maybe you are trying to play an H2H gameplay when it comes down to side of PUBG.
Yeah.
Only those of teams are able to confirm up those skills. We have seen very less or very few teams to play on a very aggressive nature. Especially if I just talk about the side of Sarvam Esports, although they yesterday on one of the maps, I guess it was on the side of Wrangle where Howl had almost three guys left out. They divided the manpower, and it was the side of Sarvam Esports to capture upon to that opportunity. So you gotta be on a lookout and able to read up on your opponents on how they want to just strategize and how they are able to play, and then you have to make up your mark, make up your strategies, try to counter out those strategies, sorry, counter out
Yeah.
those strategies, or where you can grab on the opportunity to confirm the kills and also grab on the opportunity to take the winner chicken dinner to your teams.
Absolutely. I mean, of course, these teams, scrim a lot among themselves. They know what kind of play styles the other team can possess, or maybe
Yeah.
what we can expect in terms of rotation, or maybe what all drop points these guys have been usually doing in the scrim. But of course, uh, with the scrims going on, and when these tournaments pop up, some kind of plannings are changed, and some kind of stats always are kept specifically aside, so that in the tournaments that can be pulled out as a surprise. And I think at that point of time, the teams who have been reading them, as for example, if in Miramar, some team is going in the center of the map, they might have changed their drop spot, and maybe have usually tried to take on a team and get those early 4 points. Because see, I think that early fights can be a disadvantage, because sometimes it
Yeah.
gets on you. it's like being lucky, because if you do not find a gun, then of course you will be taken on, and your team might be eliminated. But regardless of that, usually we do not see too many
Right.
clashes, because these team knows and they are very sorted in their head with what they want and how they want to proceed with the game.
Exactly. Talking about the early clashes, if we talk about the side of attention, we talk about team attention, talking about the side of old gamers, even though you
Yep.
see on the overall standings, Bound, Aces, especially the side of Aces, I remember very correctly now. The side of Team Aces was the team to get always eliminated either from the side of Kyoto Gang, or maybe the side of Orgles, because the old gamers and Orgles do have the same abbreviation as the OG. Right. So yeah, Kyoto Gang was among the teams which got very early eliminated on the first map, but after that, able to just recomprehensive themselves to just try to make up a comeback on that leaderboard on the points table, because Kyoto Gang was what I guess they got eliminated on the first play on the first map of Wrangle, and then on the second map they got 4 or 3 kill points very early in the game. But for now, folks, we'll be jumping straight into the Miramar, the first map for the second day of the first qualifier. So I know you have casted a lot of PUBG back in the day, Gaurav. So what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? I'm really sorry. When you see down these MENA region-based teams, because we know for a fact that yes, we have casted also a lot of team based in our region. But what do you think
Yep.
about these teams from the side of MENA region?
I feel that, specifically from the Indian region, to differentiate, these guys are more sorted, as in what
Mm-hmm.
they want, and they calculate and do things. And for what see, I'll say it clearly that in
Mm-hmm.
India, teams think it match wise, but
Mm-hmm.
usually what MENA region or maybe outside from our region teams do is that they think one step ahead, which is of course they are
True,
thinking of
true, true.
maybe qualifying from this stage, and then they are going to take it forward from the grand finals. For example, if you are coming first in the group stages, that is anyways not going to help. You are not going to get any extra points in the grand finals or start up with an advantage. So if you come at 16th spot also, you are still qualifying. If you come on the first spot also, you're still qualifying. It's just that the
Mm-hmm.
momentum will be a thing which these guys will be carrying forward. But yeah, the main difference which I have spotted with these teams, they always are a step ahead uh, in their
Mm-hmm.
head, because at this point of time, at this level, with PUBG PC, Bullet, I think everybody knows how to kill, everybody knows how to get an advantage. It's just that the positioning you are into will give you an advantage later on in the game.
I totally support that, but I think that you are in for a surprise with this kind
Yeah,
of love
of
euro.
course.
I totally support that with what you said, but definitely you are in for a surprise when we will approach the second phase, or I'm sorry, the third phase or the fourth phase of this particular map. But for now, we see a lot of teams dropping toward the side of our video. We already hearing some shots coming from side of IS, from the side of old gamers, I believe, taking shot toward the side of DIZ, where we can see two of the players trying to load up into a compound, sorry, a three-story based house. So let's see, that we might be able to see a very early gunfight engagement between the side of two teams, but I'm not able to see in this particular perspective. Where are the side of the old gamers? Where I was only able to see the side of Hayes over there. So there might be a decision to just scatter a little bit around with your team, but doing that very initially, very early on the map, and then you are trying to go for engagement, that's not a very viable thing to do in my opinion. Like I said, you need to be on the right loot, you need to be on the right kind of armor, you need to be on the right kind of overall on the backpack inventory side of things. So for now, we see the side of old gamers regrouping back with their squad, but even on the side of Lost Leons, I only see three of their players being on the same proximity.
Yeah, of course. Early vehicles, very important. Later on the game, and specifically in Miramar, you cannot run and secure the zone. This is a very, very important thing, which teams usually who do not get those early vehicles suffer a lot, and they usually get late. And also, the planning which you are doing outside of the game,
Mhm.
when you are inside the game, things of course changes a lot. Maybe for example, I like using a K9. If I don't find it, you have to use a Mini 14 or maybe an SKS,
Yeah,
and you
exactly,
have
exactly.
to
Adapting.
be very, very, how do you want to use it? How do you want to approach it? Because a bolt action and a DMR has a very different role or whatsoever, and you have to figure out your own ways to get secure or maybe get a kill. But yeah, of course, at this point of time. Uh, Team TT has a good positioning. They have spread out and they are looting. usually, as I said, Miramar has a very slow start. Teams will figure out things, and they are currently moving on towards the old gamers. They are moving towards circle.
Yeah, exactly. Like I talked about previously when we were back on the caster segment. We were sorry initially on the caster segment. We I have seen from very hard shifts when it comes on to side of PUBG PC. More than 40 or 50% of the play area gets restricted, and then you have you have to use those vehicles to get inside the play area because of course the storm will try to do some real damage when when the phase 2 or the phase 3 start to strengthen. But we can see a aggressive push coming in from the side of Team Aces. I haven't seen this kind of push coming in from the side of Team Aces on the day one, so this can be a quite promising thing to do. But right now, he's kind of a little bit on the ammo. Ace 32 gets one, but no, Arkham will be right there to take up the refag over there. I'm not able to see where are the other guys coming in from the side of August, but on the other side, you're going to also see the side of Kyoto Gang. The side of PRXSX trying to just also get another team take engagement with another team, which is going to be for us to get down the side of PRX. So yes, there are now 3 or 4 teams fighting out here and there, but as we saw, Team Ace is going with an aggressive push toward the side of Team Augless. They have already done some real damage because Nail Pop is only going to be the guy. Nail Pop 13, the only guy who is still surviving on the gun game. But yes, that spots Bad Pop.
Oh,
Another
no.
nade comes in, and of course he gets the confirmation. But in the end, it was the side of the bullet to just confirm up coming in from the side of Bad Boy 2K. So Augless is going to be the first team to get eliminated, I believe, on the second day of the first qualifier on the first map. So this is not the very fortunate start for the side of Augless, but the kind of push that I saw from Team Aces, I'm very much surprised because they haven't been able to show us this kind of gameplay on the side of day one.
Not a good start, of course, Bullet. And of course, I mean, once specifically in Myanmar, you're caught in open, there's no way running. And already I saw that, he was trying to take fight. He was very confused at that point of time that should he smoke or should he knock one guy, and he couldn't do anything. He end of the day, he got taken down. But at this point of time, another team fighting out. Another guy standing in the open. He drones down. Of course, his position is compromised at this point of time, and he's alone. He needs support. A grenade comes in from created, and Zafi gets taken down. See, this is the problem in Miramar. You cannot hide in the open. You will be taken down. Another guy taken down from Team Bound. Not a good start again from Team Bound as well. Bullet.
Yeah, exactly. Like I completely agree with your part where you said you can't just be in the open, try to take rotation, try to maneuver around to the POIs very much in the open. This is the best time. The phase 2, phase 3. I'm not in the phase 3, I believe. I mean, like I want to say phase 1. Okay, I run down coming in to get the confirmation. Mistake gets the side of Zerpi. I feel like it's gonna be just 2 more guys starting from the side of Bound Squad. DIZ also able to just make a conversion of their gameplay. Yesterday we saw very on the first 2 or 3 maps, I believe, we saw very much suppressed down a passive gameplay coming in from the side of Istanbul Wildcats. But today, from the first map itself, I'm seeing a lot of good rotation being taken. We are already seeing Secreted getting 2 kills right on his tally. So that's a very good start for the side of DIZ. But coming back to the fight where we're seeing like Miramar is definitely not the best map to just rotate upon the open side. It's not the best map to rotate without the cover. It's going to be just best thing. I mean, like phase 1 in phase 2 and phase 1 is the best time to use vehicles that quote. Archon spots one. I don't know what AMD was doing over there, but for now, Archon has just confirmed up the side of IMD, I believe, and Sovereign Esports also trying to maneuver around the side of Old Gamers. And there you go. Sheila comes with the first frag. So he gets down. There's going to be one more coming in. Gets the peak, might be a throw, might be a molly, might be a stun. Of course, he was stunned out, but again, to do the job, Voldemort is coming in with the Assault Rifles play. And there you go. Already 2 of 3 guys from the side of Old Gamers. Oh, complete squad have been annihilated from the side of Sarvam Esports as I speak. There you go. Sarvam Esports, DIZ. I mean, like Sarvam Esports, I got the momentum since the first day itself, but it's kind of very surprising to see Old Gamers not able to hold their boots on the ground very early in the game.
Yeah, of course, Savim Esports, they are justifying their position in the spot. Of course, in the overall scoreboard, Bullet. Right, we already saw them after day 1. They are on the second positioning, and they are at this point of time just collecting points so that they can just build on it. And that is what good teams do. They just keep on the good work, and at the end of the day, they just feed on their good work, and they enjoy the outcome. That is point of time. Bumble Squad. Rothberg trying to take on shots. I don't think there is any connection at this point of time. These are very random shots. But of course, his position is compromised, and Team Bumble Squad knows there has been a fight there, and maybe finding an opportunity. If they get any knock, they might rush in, or maybe try to get those early picks. Static takes down Rivans, but Bullet,
Ooh.
one thing
Yeah.
that I saw, which I did not expect, that there have
Mhm.
been early fights, right? It's what, nine
Exactly.
minutes into the game, like close to 10 minutes, and we have seen what two to three squads already getting eliminated fully. That
Yeah.
does not happen usually. Teams are very careful. If something goes wrong, they usually play for positioning, because that's very important. No, car 98 shot coming in, maybe. I think Mini 14 was enough to take him down. Maybe Hellboy and his team can rush in. Yeah, they are going towards the vehicle, and they are going to rush in.
Yeah, this is the best time I believe. Kurtogan's one of the guys already been down, but he has been revived from the side of Sub-Zero. This is the best time to just push in, get the advantage ongoing, because you are a three-man squad. They are starting with a two-man squad. Of course, there's a manpower advantage, but if you're not very much sure what kind of victories they might throw in, this night might be a good chance to just get up on and do the rush over there. But there you go,
Uh,
retaliation coming in from the Sub-Zero is just preparing that nade or the particular molly he was trying to do. This is what I was talking about. If you're not really sure what kind of abilities the other team might possess, this is not a viable thing to do in my opinion. You are very much in the open. Of course you have some covers regarding the wall over there, but still bad boy location, the intel has been given away from the side of Sub-Zero. He knows where exactly the other guys are at. One of the guys which was been down from the side of Kurtogan have been completely bleed out. So Abodi has confirmed that kill in his name, but still it's going to be a 1v2 scenario. I'm not really sure if Tryhard Ablina is going to push in like this. Is very much is doing a very much of an aggressive push, looking here and there, trying to pick in here there, trying to find the last guy. So yeah, of course you want to just clear out the last guy coming in from South again, but the amount of noise you are creating in with your surrounding POIs, of course, I'm pretty much sure like there's going to be some third party coming in from any of the third, any other teams to just take up that advantage of you not being you completely being submerged in a gunfight like this. There are some nades, there are some mollies coming in here and there. There are also some stun nades coming in from Saga Sub-Zero beside this window open. Of course, now it's going to be a 1v3 scenario. Everybody's just trying to
oh,
push in. The Sub-Zero will get one more from the side of the frag
wait.
nade. Another one comes in. This can be a banger opening, but I don't think that that's going to happen real more. But no, that's going to be Billionaire to confirm with the side of Sub-Zero. And Kyoto Gang
Third
has been
party. No, no,
completely
no.
eliminated. He's trying to push his teammates inside the cover. It's going to be a long range shots, I believe, coming in from the side of Bumble Squad, or maybe the side of Team 9, as we can see on that perspective. But for now, coming back to the part where you said, Oro, you remain surprised to see early gunfights coming into the play. I feel like it's very natural. I feel like it's very natural to say that it's kind of happening what happens in the food chain, right? The
Yeah, correct.
stronger animal, the stronger teams, they know for a fact that in day one they have dominated the side of the teams which are not able to get on the top of the food chain. So they know their play style, they know what they're gonna do. So they are just trying to take up the advantage of the moment.
Yeah, I mean, that's quite smart of them as well. Team troublemakers, they are gonna rush in at this point of time. I think Safo is alone. Does he have the time? I don't think so. He has the time to revive him, because a grenade there. Somebody is also pushing them from the ridge. Somebody has to watch the ridge there. Because see, last time I saw Kyoto Gang, they messed up their push, and they end up getting eliminated. Same again. This same problem. Troublemakers. These guys are just pushing in, not watching their flanks, not bullet at this point.
Oh,
You have to be very very careful. A pre-fire ace Safio gets another kill. This time he confirms it, but no. Troublemakers, they fight back. Zoe is alone, but he has to be careful what his position is compromises. There was a stun nade that popped up. Of course, he has the time to revive Zoe. He
hmm.
will end up reviving him, but they are pushing in. Lag in. He's trying. They are trying to spot him.
Oh,
Wait,
did
did
you
he
saw
miss them?
that guy?
Yeah,
Are you
he
serious?
just walked past. There are too many guys knocked out here. But I think enemy colors and your teammate colors. This is something which you should be differentiating, but they end up getting revived back. Bullet.
I
It's a
really don't know
2v4
what to speak
scenario.
at that. Sorry, sorry, please go on. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a 2v4 situation.
I mean, like mollies are going in, the nades are going into the window panes, but I'm not really sure what aces were up to. You saw that guy revving over there, but now it's gonna be a 4v2 scenario against the side of Team Thunders, where I feel like yes, they have a little bit of advantage. They are able to use their utilities or nades and mollies at the right spot. But I think aces with that man advantage can do the job pretty much quick and easy, because of course you have the man advantage. You can just push on to a certain angle very easily. But on the other side of things, Team Hall is also able to take down the few guys coming in from the side of Ball squad. But for now, yes, Team Aces, the kind of aggression that I'm seeing, the kind of gameplay I'm seeing, I'm very much surprised on how Team Aces is just rushing on to any other team and just get a confirmation. But on the other side, Team Howl has been eliminated, I believe, because I saw the other three guys getting eliminated on the kill feed around 2 minutes back. But yes, here comes the stun. He gets the gunfight. Aces is already down. He's trying to get another one, but no, Archon will be right there to confirm his fifth kill, and Ace is completely obliterating the squad of Team Troublemakers. And there you go, folks. Of course, I'm very much surprised to see on how Team Ace is able to rush down to any other team, any other compound, able to just eliminate, because this is the second time they are doing this kind of play. So I mean, like, what was what happened to you on the side of day one? You were not able to just confirm these kind of kills on the side of day one, but you are doing this kind of things in day two. That's a good, I would say, improvement coming in your gameplay when it comes on the side of Zotac Cup for the MENA region.
Yeah, another team. I think they do not want to give any sound at this point of time. It seems like they are just moving out. It's very smart of them that they did not reveal their position. If they stop here, okay, this is not a good sign for 14. Oh no, he will get taken down. There's a player standing outside, but he will get confirmed. So
Oh,
yeah, this is the problem. You have to be very, careful about where you are entering in a compound, and I think a slight bit of carefulness would have saved him. A
oh,
grenade. Hellboy takes fancy down there. A molly goes down as well, but Tryhard needs Hellboy needs help, and yeah, of course his teammate is here. Well, Villainer will of course go in and take down Jackie as well, so that team attention goes out of the first game. But a good grenade. He has to move out. Okay, did not
oh,
provide any kind of damage. They have smoked him
another
out though.
nade.
But his position is revealed. He gets little
Oh,
bit of damage, but no, he finally Hellboy takes him down, and team attention has been eliminated. Bullet, but yeah,
oh boy.
you know, the point which we are focusing continuously. Of course, the Fusion thing is there. Player is coming down the parachute, and he should have been taken down. Yeah, just surviving, just surviving there. Bullet.
Yeah, Team Tryhard. I mean, like coming in from the side of Team Tryhards, where we saw the 14-year-old. This kind of, I might call it a silly mistake, because you were. I have seen that guy performing so well into
Yep.
day one. Him particularly doing. Not able to check his angles, just completely, blindly, just going into a compound like that, going into a lobby like a building like that. That is not acceptable coming in from that particular team. And also, when one or two, do you have a 3-2 advantage? You all you need to do is just push in from other three angles. If you just push in from just one particular doorway, one particular angle, of course there's going to be some nades, there's going to be some stun nades, mollies, everything. Every utility right there available in the side of PUBG to available for the players to use in the PUBG game. Of course, they will use it to just eliminate you as soon as possible. But that's done and dusted, of course, folks. As you can see, the lovely GPU coming in from the side of Zota, the 4070 series. There are a lot of variants coming in. Of course, there's a special collaboration being done from the side of the Zotac company with Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse movie. If you want to get on your hands with the limited edition backplates, make sure to check out the links in the description. All the stores links, all the commercial site links are mentioned down below in the description. So make sure to check out that if you need the 5 years of warranty coming in from side of Zotac GPU. Of course, that's the best thing that you need for your GPU, because of 5 years of warranty is all that you want coming in with a GPU performance like that. Come back to the game that we have. Yes, our Esports, one of the guys have been eliminated pretty much early, but he also done his job with one kill getting into his tally. Other guys are still trying to do their job, but for now, we are seeing a lot of edge-to-edge gameplay coming in from Sarvan Esports. I haven't seen Sarvan Esports going center of the circle. I haven't seen Sarvan Esports going very aggressively to any other team. For now, they're very calmly and composedly handling things and getting kills in their team tally.
Yeah, I think another player Bukao goes down as well. Eh, Nick has to be revived. Yeah, this is Istanbul Wildcats. Already have 5 kills, which means of course they have secured 5 points at least. But I mean, 19 minutes into the game, Bullet, we have only 8 teams. So the last circle will be a little bit lighter for teams, which I feel actually I thought that the last circle would have been the harsh one, or maybe the hardest one to survive. But here it seems that they want to fight it out early in the game so that the last circle becomes easier for these guys. So that's also a side of a stick which you can choose or maybe figure it out at this point of time. Bad boy, I think he might spot a player there. He has a mini 14 though, so good start from aces. Will it 9 picks already? Bad boy himself has got three
Yeah, yeah.
picks, but this guy running in the open, this is a good idea. Okay, still he has a card though. He will not. No, bad boy has a clear vision. He might take him down. He misses 2 of those shots. Finally, his car goes down, and Orventis gets eliminated. Make it a 4 for Bad Boy and 10 for Aces. Double digits are always looking good, right, Bullet? I mean, already 10 points from the
Exactly.
game. If you end up getting a chicken dinner here, you already will have 20 points secured in your bag. And the condition is to get into top 16, and 20 points per game can give you a lot of advantage.
Exactly, but like I said, for now, I'm very much surprised to see a team like Aces operating other squads, pushing very aggressively into their cover, into their compound, into their building, and then try to confirm up those kills. But for now, with the side of MK12 attached with the 8 scopes, Seven Esports on the side of Voldemort has a clear angle, have a clear areas where the side of other team. That's going to be Team Tryhard. Yes, that's going to be the side of Team Tryhard. He has a clear angle where the other two guys from the Team Tryhards are holding on. But there we can see just very closely to the side of Team Tryhard, as we can see on the left side of our screens, is going to be guys coming in from the side of a Bomb Squad or maybe the Bumble Squad, uh, sitting down very closely. There's going to be one solo guy. So maybe he might be in a cover because the other guy is also trying to use up the vehicle, get across into the compound very closely to the crates. But for now, I feel like he has been knocked upon. But yeah, it's going to be the side of Bumble Squad. It's going to be the side of Cross 2K, who is just able to use the cover of that Haven over there. But for now, also DIZ is also very much DIW is also very much surviving and still right here, holding their boots onto the ground in this particular matchup. But for now, Howl, the only last guy the Mad is able to just survive upon, is the last man standing from his team. He needs to make sure he gets enough kill points for his team, enough placement point as well. But Voldemort comes in, Nades comes in, but there you go, Voldemort completely annihilates the side of the harder. All of the guys have been completely eliminated. There comes another elimination from the side of Dungeon Bank Istanbul Wildcats. Howl has been completely eliminated at the 6th spot. There are only going to be just 5 teams remaining in this shrinking down play area. Still, Aces, the side of Team Aces, are still surviving in with 4-man advantage. But they have Warplus. Team Warplus is already in the center of the circle. 2 of the guys already been down. Just 1 man surviving on the gun. And they have been also eliminated from the side of Team Denzin Bank Istanbul Wildcats. But on the team field, we saw Team Aces also doing a little bit of damage to one of their players. But for now, it's going to be, I feel like it's going to be a 4v4 battle or 4v3 battle coming against the side of Team Aces, coming against the side of Team Denzin Bank Istanbul Wildcats. Yeah, Denzin Bank do have a slight vertical advantage. As we can see, they are in the circle, trying to play on the edge of this particular ridge. But for now, Crosscore is able to get a confirmation and kill towards the side of Team Aces. So now they are left off with just 3 men standing.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you clearly mentioned that that vertical advantage helps a lot, specifically in a map like Miramar, where you do not have too many options to hide yourself. These angles by Savem next, CCI next, will give him an advantage. Crossbow gets taken down as well, though he's not eliminated yet. Montes will try to eliminate him and get a point for his team. But yep, Dennis Bank Istanbul Wildcats are in good position. But wait, did a grenade took the whole team down? The rest of the
I
players?
guess yes.
Yeah,
I guess yes.
only it seems that only 4 teams are alive. Dennis Bank Istanbul Wildcats have also jumped up on their kill chart, including Nick with 3 picks. Not a good way to come inside the circle, I guess. Straight up coming inside the circle, but wait, the cover fire comes in finally. I think he might get a breather. No, not a good positioning to take shots. Created, gets taken down. Aces, Bad Boy 2K gets his 6th pick of the game. My goodness, mean Bullet I mean, I completely understand your point now that ending the first day with 17 points and getting 13 kills in your first game is a lot of a a big change. And I think this shows the unpredictability of the game, unpredictability of the teams, that anybody at any point in the game can come back and surprise you.
I mean, I feel like they have done their homework. They have done the homework of where teams can fold, what kind of utilities they are playing upon when they are left out in these kind of top four, top five situation. Mo is going into the side of Voldemort. He's still trying to just obliterate, set apart himself. He's trying to isolate himself around that Molly affected area. But a team SRM also with the whole squad coming up to help his teammate over there. But the frags are coming in. The positioning of the frags look good, and that's going to be a confirmation. Another frag goes down. Nick will confirm the side of Voldemort is going to be just two-man standing upon the gun. Stuns are also trying to come in, but I don't see a push coming in together with those stun nades. So yes,
Oh,
other two guys from the side of Wildcats might eliminate the side of SRM, as we can say. They're all combined, distracted with this last standing guy on the eastern direction from the side of Mystic. What I'm trying to say, and the other two guys are just throwing those nades, throwing those stun nades towards the side of
oh
SRM.
no,
So he
Nick,
might
Nick,
be able to push up
it's a big flag.
push up a flank and try to just get a clear sight towards the smoke. As we are seeing it from a Zerber's perspective, we know for a fact that yes, there will be three guys over there, but he's not able to get a clear vision. Of course, he now sees it, goes for a
Oh
spray, but
no!
CCI next will be a really fast spray coming in from his SMG. Nick will be going down. There's going to be a together push coming in from the side of Dog SRS, but he goes for a reload at a very bad time. Bro, are you serious? But
I
yeah,
mean,
there you go.
luck isn't
There you go.
in his favor. Yeah, Dennis Bank Istanbul Wildcats only. Darker surviving. It's a easy situation for him. He spots him, but he gets taken
Ah,
down. And I think Sarvem Esports still
seriously.
survives. They're showing themselves that why they are still at that spot. You have to be very, very smart of the approach. But I didn't get the fact that while Nick was, flanking them, he had a clear
Yeah,
vision, right? Bullet. Why did
I
he
don't
not
think so
confirm that kill at
because
that point of time?
that was a smoke. I feel, yeah, it was completely surrounded by smoke. And when he did get a chance, he did got a clear angle. The other guy had an
Yeah,
SMG, and
he couldn't.
we
Correct.
know for a fact that yeah, SMGs are fire rates are much faster. But I feel like yeah, might be the armor thing, might be that overall gear thing that might have affected. But I feel like yeah, he had a better angle with this particular Groza. Of course, I thought that was a FAMAS. I'm really sorry, that was a Groza in his hand towards the side of Baron, because CCI next believe yes. So that did the job pretty well. But again, man, I feel like on how as Sarvam Esports were completely pinned down, I still again feel that Istanbul Wildcats had a upper had advantage in that particular flight over there. One of you guys are able to flank it up. There should be a team communication. There should be team coordination on when and how the other two guys can push in from the front and do the damage over there.
Yeah, it's a 2v3 situation at this point of time for Sarvem Esports fighting Aces, who already has a good amount of kills. And if they can secure Sarvem Esports, I think they might end up with a good
Oh,
15 plus chunk of kills. But a grenade from Cypher. Next goes down. Push becomes easier, but no, left side has to be covered. Bad boy gets stunned also. Good utility usage coming in. Savim gets the time for themselves. I think next can be revived because it's a 2v3
yeah,
situation. I think they have got a read of it. But in the meanwhile, Bumble squad, they are running inside the circle. Can you see it, Bullet? I think
yeah,
one guy
yeah,
is already on a flank. And this is not good signs for Savim, because if he, climbs up the ridge or maybe the angle, I think he can create a big amount of value for his team. And I think that is Crossberg who is on a flank. Yeah, Crossberg. No, he is spotted actually. He is throwing grenades. Circle is also his,
go,
not with
go,
him.
go.
But he can take that player down. Yes, exactly. Savim Esports goes down. Bad Boy also gets an help. Bad Boy is a lone player surviving. It's a 1v2 situation. Both the teams have helped kind of aces to come up, right? That is how luck, that is what luck can do. But always, one thing we know, the luck also favors the brave. At this point of time, aces, Bad Boy, these guys have been very much, on their toes from the starting of the game. They have been securing, they have been fighting. But at this point of time, Bad Boy is in a very bad positioning. His position is revealed. He has to survive a lot of bullets though. But Crosswalk,
You
he
still have a
gets a
chance.
chunk
I
of,
feel like
yeah.
yes, yes, sorry.
Maybe a smoke. Yeah, that's a smoke. But this ridge is surely helping you.
The stun nades are going in. Definitely, he's pretty much stunned.
Oh no.
Crossco is now going for a sprint race. And yes, this might be a
Oh
position
no.
reveal coming in. He has a clear angle, goes for a
Oh
headshot. And yes,
no.
it's going to be the side of Bumble squad to get the Venomous chicken dinner with amazing 11. I saw 11 kills. Yeah, that was 11 kills, I believe, coming into their favor.
Yeah.
Lovely animation by our production team. There you go. Venomous chicken.
Yeah, a brilliant chicken dinner from Bumble Squad. Of course, they did an amazing job. I mean, the first game coming up and delivering when your team needs you the most, specifically also for Team Aces. I think they also did a amazing job, because I think yesterday they finished up with only 17 points coming up on the first game, and they got what 15 odd kills, and also the position points which is going to get added in their bag, and they are on a good run to secure that top 16 spot. And I feel that whenever as a team you get a good start in your first game, you set the tone for the day usually, and of course from there on you can be consistent and take on your scoreboard, or maybe your performance forward. uh, this is something which is going to be very important moving on for any team out there. Bumble Squad, they also had a brilliant run here. They gets the most important winner chicken dinner, and I feel there's a lot more for them. And next up is the Wrangle. Of course, there is going to be a few things which they needs to be checked, of course. So with the Wrangle coming in, I think the play style, of course, will be the same. I'm expecting early fights again, witnessing this Miramar. Uh, Usually, what we see in our region, that teams play safe a lot. They usually don't try to rush in and take those head-on fights,
Yeah.
which can give you an advantage, or give you sometimes it can give you an advantage, or sometimes it turns out into a disadvantage as well. But yeah, I feel I have another point of difference here, Bullet. The
Yeah,
question
please go on.
you asked on earlier in the game, that uh, in our region, players usually think of the game which they are playing in, but these guys are thinking ahead. With that, I think they have an aggressive mindset as well, which help few teams, specifically teams like Aces, who did not have a good start yesterday, but have a brilliant one now.
Definitely, man. Like I said, I'm very much surprised to see Team Aces playing on very aggressively. Team Aces able to, just challenge out the other teams in their own safe houses, in their own safe POIs. So I feel like, yes, Team Aces do have a surprise for us as cast, a surprise for us as the audience to know what they have in their store, what they have in their arsenal. But even if we talk about the side of Sovereign Mimi Sport, this is probably the third or fourth time they're doing this kind of gameplay, on how they're able to read on the situation where the other two teams are holding upon, where they have a chance of securing a winner with chicken dinner. But for now, folks, the talks will be right there. We'll be coming back after a short break. See you after a short break. And welcome back to the Zotac Cup for PUBG PC. Yes, we are back again with a short break. We are back after the first game itself. In a short while, we'll be taking a look at the standings for the match number 6 that we had. Of course, it was the Sarah Bumble squad to win in a third party or sorry, a third party mannered up fight. And of course, in the simple language, I will just want to put it away. The perfect example of a guerrilla warfare when the other two teams are fighting it out, you just go and wait for the opportunity. But as we can see on the match standings, due to the kill points being on 14 and with just 6 placement points, Team Aces actually take the top lead. And with the Bumble squad getting the winner with chicken dinner, even though because they don't have the appropriate kill points as much as the Team Aces have, they are at the second spot. But the difference isn't that much. They have 17 overall, points when it comes down to the map number 2, map number 1 for the day. Bumble squad with 17 points in the first matchup. Saban Esports with 15 overall points. Then in Pakistan, Bull Wildcats doing a tremendous and much improved job, I would say. Also, like putting up the side of Aces to a shame because completely I saw Istanbul Wildcats not putting up that kind of performance in the last 3 games for yesterday. But for the start, for the day, they're also able to hold their boots on the ground pretty much. I would say easily.
Yeah, of course. I mean, good point being mentioned, Bullet. Of course, but Team Howl needs to find that key. That how can they be consistent? Because of course, if in day one you get 70 points, and on day two you are below the average, then the advantage or the two chicken dinners or the hard work you put in your first day goes down, and it does
Mhm.
not help you in the longer run, wherein you have to be very strong while presenting yourself in top 16 and then moving on to the grand
Yeah.
finals. But yeah, at this point of time, Sarvim will be very happy because they have been consistent. They were good yesterday also, they have been doing today as well. But yeah, VS team, they have to figure out few things, Ogless, old gamers. But let's decide that who is gonna get that winner chicken dinner in Wrangle Bullet. It's time for the second map. We will see the plane part trajectory. According to that, the teams will choose out their drop spots. Usually, we see a lot of crowd in military base and Novo, in Pochinki, Milta, maybe towards
Mhm.
Yasnaya. Let's see. Usually, teams divide Yasnaya into two parts. Will they do it today? Because I saw a lot of early fights in Miramar. Maybe a few are ready for their revenge. Let's have a look at the game itself.
Yes, folks, from the side of Primos and Snow Island, we can see the plain part going up all the way towards the Yasna Poliana, finishing off at the very edges of the Poliana POI. I would not say the exactly Poliana, but yes, towards the side of the mansion and Poliana, which kind of connects towards the side of Poliana. So yes, there is a lot of spaces where teams can go on because the plane path is directly, I would say, not exactly the circle, but somewhere around 60-70%
Yep.
into the middle of the map, dividing the map into two equal halves. But for now, yes, I might want to see Warplus Esports doing performing well and better in this particular map of Wrangle because most of the kills that they have got in the day one, it was on the side of on the map of Wrangle. I would say the same thing for the side of Team Hall. I would say the same thing for the side of Sarvam Esports. But again, man, coming back to the point where I was saying, or like we have seen many times Sarvam Esports stuck in a situation like this. There are two squads in their eastern direction, there are one another squad in the western direction, then they are able to just clutch it out like that, like they are able to read their opponent's positioning, they're able to just take decisions very quickly, they're able to coordinate with their teammates very properly. So I feel like this is a very tier 1 squad coming in from the side of Savam Esports that we are seeing in this Zotac Cup.
Of course, I mean, at this point of time, they have their opportunities open here, and everybody is, eyeing that grand final spot at this point of time. But Circle takes a pretty centrish turn. No, I think team is gonna be unhappy with this Circle at
This
least.
is what I wanted.
Yeah, exactly. I think until unless the circle takes a hard shift and goes down south where the military base and they are confused between two
Yeah.
bridges where to go, and mostly it is going to be a main line and circle where it might end up towards the Potato Hill, towards uh, the northern side of Pochinki. Let's see. It depends on the shifts. Maybe the phase two, phase three we can be much more specific with that. But yeah, bound. Last game, not a good, I'll say not a brilliant start, but yeah, they had their early advantages, but they couldn't convert it. Also, they were taken down in their rotation, so this time they will have to be much more careful. Currently,
Mhm.
taking a split drop and looting it. Milta is a very good area to have a split strategy and loot out. Usually in an angle also, and not only in an angle, specifically in PUBG PC, usually teams takes their first 2-3 minutes to get their important utilities or maybe their guns, which they want to carry in the next phase of the game.
Exactly. I feel like even though I haven't played much of G, to be frankly speaking, in my gaming career, but I really like the map of Wrangle, how beautiful the way it has been designed by the devs, how it has been comprehensively and competitively. The compounds, the I would say the houses have been divided in the specifics on the specific region. They are, I feel like even though it's a BR game, I still feel like the level designers have done a very excellent job on how they have differentiated some of these buildings to have a certain amount of cover. If another particular team is trying to come up, you can try to just tell one of your teammates to hold down on the second or the first floor, not let the enemies just barge in and completely eliminate you in a chunk of seconds. So I feel like, yes, even though it's a BR game, even though what we see on the side of Miramar, I feel like Erangel is a very well balanced map in the overall vertical structures and the ground level structures.
Yeah, true that. Currently, Shaggy with an M4. Yes, we are towards. This is, I guess, Primorsk. Good positioning to be in. Oh wait, is this Primorsk? No, this is Lipovka, towards the
Yeah.
extreme eastern side of the map. And I see Chop and few players here and there. They are looting, of course. Want to say the utilities what they have. Savem had a good start in the previous game as well and had a brilliant day yesterday as well. So just keeping up with the momentum, which is what they require at this point of time. An M416, a DMR, which of course Mini 14 will help him.
Mhm.
Ammunitions 5.56 is very important. Old gamers at this point of time, they are also looking at the supply. Okay, there are some kind of things they're figuring out. Maybe they're standing. They might. Okay, they just wanted to use the glider, I guess. I thought, are they talking? Are they doing what? Okay, time to use the parachute then. Bullet, a good way.
Yep.
Uh, the
Is
flight will
it-
help you. Will drop you anywhere you want to, and basically a service.
yeah, exactly. I feel like this particular pickup addition coming into the competitive circuit of PUBG PC have been very much one of the pointers that has led to a meta shift. Initially, we used to just see rotations being done on the vehicles, on the bikes from the OG days of PUBG Glory. But I feel like, yes, this particular addition have been a little bit of game changer, but it completely depends on the team. Like after you take the drop, after you take a hard shift in your positioning, then after that how you are able to cope up with the strategies, cope up with the other team strategies, and specifically just talking a simple language on how you're able to just eliminate the other opponents. If you are taking up this emergency or points, you are able to get onto the center of the circle, get on the center of the map, still though you're not able to get some eliminations. I mean, like, what's the use of it? But for now, we some see shots coming in from the side of the with the MK12 combined with the Helix scope, able to do some damage towards the vehicle, but not able to connect any kind of real damage towards the side of the enemy player. But Decoran, on the other hand, is able to take down the side of Shaki. Confirmation is right there in a quick chunk of seconds. But yeah, Team Attention is trying to do some good damage towards the side of Bond Squad. But Bond Squad, two of the other guys are able to hold it off in another spot, very far away from his third guy. And Team Attention, although even though they were playing on the same similar kind of split, from what I see right now, IW Fancy is using the vehicle to group up with his squad. But for now, Team Attention's need to just put on the attention to the other team, because even if you look at these scores coming in from the side of Team Attention, they aren't much impressive on the day one itself. So they need to count the map. They need to make it count on these maps which have been left on to day two and day three. because when you're not able to convert kills, when you're not able to convert kills into kill points, we're not able to get the placement points right on the top of the tally, then again I would say the same thing. The top of the food chain is just celebrating you one by one.
Interesting. Team attention. Decoy in at this point of time with his Kar 98. He was trying to connect those ambitious shots. Running vehicle headshot. You don't see it regularly, but these guys have that potential to do it. Suda, I guess. Usta actually have spotted a player. I think he has spotted the knocked out player. He's
Yeah.
not confirming him though. He's trying to, bait him, trying to find out the rest bound players. But if he moves in towards that ridge, maybe. Oh yeah, that grenade did some damage. Another grenade being cooked. Information will be passed on though. But yeah, he is okay. The crosswork takes down book out there, and Periswala also goes down. So not a good start again by Bound. The problem was last time they couldn't rotate properly. Again, similar problem. Usually at this level, this is something which you will not expect Bullet that these teams will do. That repeating the same mistakes, but again this has happened. So hopefully from the third game again, which will be played on Miramar, they have to fix up things and fix up really quickly because time is going by. But as I said, after the end of today, we will finish
Yeah.
up 10 games, which will mean that only 5 games will be left out for tomorrow, and too much pressure and too much points to gain in the last day where only 16 teams are going to qualify from 32 teams.
Exactly. I feel like yes, this is gonna be the D-Day. We know for a fact. We know, like, as casters, we call the last day of the event. The grand finale of the event, or maybe the last qualified day as the D-Day. How the teams are gonna perform. I feel like the second day is gonna get the D-Day. On the second day of this particular Zotac, for this particular qualifier, we know for a fact that the teams which are about to make a comeback are gonna do their job, are gonna improve their gameplay, improve their strategies, improve their overall positioning. Just get maximum of those elimination to their team tally. But when you enter the third day, I feel like the momentum shift will be very much into the favor of those top teams, which is actually happening on the day two. But for now, as we see the side of Istanbul Wildcats, the side of Snakes is able to pin down the side of Triple Seven. Good shots are coming in. There's some long range also shots are coming in from the side of Orgless Western from that particular day, which is very far away. It's more than 200 meters, I believe, because there are only 18, 17 tags coming in. But there comes a third party from the side of Warplus. Their content is able to confirm the side of Nail Pop. So there might be a boon to this particular player missing, because other Orgless player kind of got distracted with the engagement coming in from the side of Warplus. So he has a little bit of time to breathe in. He has a little bit of time to just pop in those cylinders and painkillers. But for now, he has still his eyes set toward the side of 777. He's trying to do some damage with the M416. I don't think so assault rifle be able to be deal that kind of damage you are trying to do from a DMR or a single bolt sniper rifle, where we see the M Mini 14 comes into the action. So yes, teams are fighting it off. We have 10 minutes and 27 seconds being on the timer, but for now the guy has been knocked upon. I feel like that a shot was coming in from any of the guys from the side of Warplus, because we saw the engagement coming in from the side of Warplus as of now. But no, it's going to be the side of Sarum Esports to come into the play, coming into the picture, and he has taken on the side of Easy 433, and the confirmation also coming in. But the side, one of the players from the side of Istanbul Wildcats, Dog SRS, as we can see, have been got knocked down. Probably, Sarum Esports have gotten very much into close proximity of the side of Istanbul Wildcats. He creator is trying to push in, trying to group up, trying to give a little bit of backup, trying to provide a little bit of support to his down teammate. But for now, Kenpai will confirm the confirmation, and Sarum Esports standing with 4 players. I don't think so. This is the right time for Istanbul Wildcats to give out aggressive push like this to a team player, to a team like Sarum Esports. There you go. This was what I was talking about. RSRS also goes down. I feel like yes, only just one single guy is left out from the side of Istanbul Wildcats.
Yeah. Sarum Esports, they have been very smart with their approach. They know that at that point of time that overcommitment could have cost them, and they did not overcommit. They just wanted to confirm that kill, and which is very fair, because unless you confirm it, either somebody else will steal it. Better off you confirm it so that you get that important point which you created the opportunity for, right? So Sarum Esports, again, a good start from them. Usually, when you are confident enough, you don't trust for a decision. And currently at this point of time, Jackie team attention. Static goes down. Another blunder. rotation from close proximities are not at all entertained by these teams. Potential though they are playing with 3 players, but this house is not a good position to be in. It's open from a lot of angles, and they can be at this point of time, Bullet, exploited.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, the doors are getting broken.
definitely.
This panic room is the only safest place, I feel. That's not a panic room though, that's a washroom.
Exactly, but for now, yes, it feels like, of course, the first match onto the first map for the day, this particular day, map number 6 was much more, uh, action packed compared to what we're seeing on the side of Wrangle. When we, almost past the 30 minutes counter, there were only like 10 or 12 squads remaining. The point I'm trying to make is over here, teams were getting into fights. Team was not, just doing some long range fight with the DMRs and the single bolt, the DMRs and the cyber rifles. We will to see some close quarter combats as well. Team aggressively pushing, especially the side of Team Aces where they pushed two of the teams and
Correct.
completely eliminated one by one. Coming on to the side of Wrangle, I was hoping that kind of gameplay much more, uh, multiplied. But for now, it's more of like, yes, team are, playing it very cautiously and playing it very smartly.
Yeah, they have to be. They have no other option at this point of time, it seems like. Uh, Warpalas Esports, another team who are hovering down in the scoreboard, need some points. However, Esports, on the other hand, the point which I was supposed to say earlier, that is that when you're confident enough as a team, as an IGL, whatever decisions you are making for your team, you believe in it, and when your team believes in it, you do not, you know, uh, hassle yourself. You're very seamless with those. And whenever you are, believing in your team, even if that position is not good, the coordination helps you, the communication helps you out of that situation. What Savem Esports have been doing at this point of time, and that is why they have been successful at this point of time. Aces again. Oh, Cypher. They needed that knock. Knock is there. Time to push, maybe open. No, not a good position to be in. 2 players are down. Another headshot, or maybe a body shot will also take the 3rd player down. Aces just starting off from where they left in the last game. Bullet. They secured 1 kill. No doubt player is down. Only 1 guy is surviving inside that compound. Bad Boy is standing to and giving them the long range power. But wait, is there another team that's approaching? Is there a 3rd party where this team is eliminated? Of course, Bad Boy has been eliminated. But there's another team who is approaching towards this compound. I think they know it, and that's why they want to run out of it. They do not want to loot. They do not want to waste out time. Exactly. How smart, Bullet. How smart of them. And Cypher gets another knock.
Yep. I mean, like, Team Aces are back in the action, but not the kind of, I would say, the adrenaline I was expecting. But for now, Iceboy is completely down. He's trying to, some of his teammates are trying to open the cloud-based smoke and get the guy back on his toe. But for now, we see the side of Howl taking back-to-back knocks, taking up a gunfight towards the side of Bumble's squad. For now, the Laza has been currently downed upon. The last guy from the side of Bumble's squad has been also been eliminated. The Mad does the job. And with 3 kills coming into his player tally, the combined score will be, of course, around the teammates, around the whole team will be 4 kills. But for now, yes, he needs to make sure he pop in some smokes. And the last guy who has been, the other guy who has been knocked upon, the Laza, he gets the revive done on time. But if we take a look what's happening towards the edges of Aces, we see team Aces playing on this particular perspective, this particular POI. But for now, I really want to see where the circle is happening. Is it going in toward the side of Pochinki? Is it going in all the way towards the side of Fairy Pier? I feel like as we see the side of Aces playing alongside of Waterbody, I feel like, yes, the circle is going very much to the edges of Fairy Pier or maybe towards the side of Farms. But it all comes down to these last remaining 11 teams, or how they take up the rotation, on how they use their smoke utilities to their advantage to be just lose the line of sights from their opponent teams and just remain in the safer circle to survive for the winner chicken dinner.
Yep. 11 teams surviving. This drop has a Groza with a suppressor. The ideal combination you want for a last rumble. But open, not a good place to be in. But Team 9 connect those shots. But yeah, I think yeah, the coil will be taken down. Too risky to cross out that position, and this is what happens when you don't have a vehicle. They're still running. They have no other choice. They do not have smoke as well, I think. Yeah, another guy goes down. It's Arkan. This time it's Ace. Yeah, it's Ace Arkan who eliminates Jakey. I thought it's the other team who was taking the shots earlier, took him down, but this is what happens usually. You take shot at one team, the other teams who are around you or maybe in close vicinity can hear you out and take those shots and steal those kills, get those opportunities which you couldn't convert.
Yep, for now we see engagement coming in between the side of Foul and the side of Savim Esports as we see the Ruren taking up another confirmation towards his side. But yes, this might be a push coming in as Wars Plus also comes into the picture. Some long shots have been connected towards the Ruren, and he's almost barely surviving with a 50% HP. First 2K gets a kill towards gets a knock towards the side of Ruren. And yes, there will only the 3 guys surviving now from the side of Foul. To the other, this particular perspective, we see the side of Team 9 doing some damage, and Team 10, the last guy just used up that vehicle to get across the side of Kyoto Gang. Do you seriously do that? But for now, Team 9 has a clear vision of where the side of Kyoto Gang is still surviving. He has a very clear picture of where he can do the damage. Kyoto Gang completely gets eliminated from the side of Tech 9. This was talking about, but I'm very much surprised to see Team Howl losing their grip on this game. 2 of their guys have been knocked out, but he's going for a revive. They are also going in for the he labels at this point of time. But they are very much in the open aura, as you can see. They are very much exposed to every other team's scopes. So I feel like, yes, you gotta use your vehicles really soon. You gotta use that vehicle to your advantage to get across any kind of cover, which can just lose the exposed angles from the other team. But I don't think so that's gonna happen. This is a very much open circle. This is very much not very much of those covers right now available in this string down circle of phase 4. So I feel like, yes, you're gonna get eaten up by any other squads, which gonna catch you off guard.
Yep, I thought he was trying to just confuse with his car. He just drove circular so that he tries to take those shots and then misses few of them, and he speeds up and takes up a straight path and moves away. It's a good strategy though. Rueren gets taken down. SRM next takes. I think he finishes. He confirms the kill. Aces already has 5 picks, and they are again very close to that top 5 position. Bullet. I think. See, this is what confidence does to you. This is what momentum can do to you. You get a good start in your first game, and I said you can set your. Oh wait, that's a good grenade. The whole team gets eliminated. Decathlon, War Palace, Esports has their 5th pick of the day. 6 teams. They have entered the top 6 position, and they have a good solid positioning. Bullet, look at this position. They have their backside clear. Nobody is gonna punish them, or nobody is gonna irritate them from that side. They have team on the left. They have team on the right. But the positioning they have, I think the 6th phase will also be favorable for them.
Let's see. I feel like, yes, Warplus might get this one in the back on how they're able to just secure up their 4-man advantage, secure up their full manpower up till now. Phase 5 is about to end in less than 1 minute and 40 seconds. All of the teams are trying to play it on the edges. Warplus, one of the guys, Decotrus, takes a little bit of good damage from the side of Istanbul Wildcats, one of the players. But 63 tag was right there. He almost got lit up with his armor by the shots with his armor. But for now, even Tech 9 also surviving with 3-man standing in from their team. Team Aces are using vehicles to go around at this point of time. Bro, are you serious? I know for a fact that yes, 2 or 3 M4 mags can definitely completely damage the vehicles, and although when you're using a vehicle at this point of time, that's going to provide a lot of noise to the other side. But Team Tech 9 comes in towards the area of Team Hall. Scorpy left out in just 1v3 scenario, goes up for the stun nade. 24 damage already been done, and Rivas comes up to completely eliminate the side of Team Hall at the 6th spot. We see also the side of Old Gamers still surviving. How many single squads are still surviving? I don't know how many are there, but as of now, I can say definitely one of the guys are still surviving from the side of the Istanbul Wildcats, as we see him on lurking inside the house, as we see from the War Plus perspective. But for now, Old Gamers are still surviving with the 1 guy. Team Aces are right there with 2 of their guys trying to push up to the last remaining guy from the side of Istanbul Wildcats. So Warpler with the clear manpower advantage, Warpler with the clear height advantage. I would say the positional advantage when it comes down to the last circle, I believe. So I feel like yes, they have this in their bag. They need to play very, very cautiously. They need to play very, very safely. But for now, a rain of grenades coming in from side of old gamers. I'm completely sorry. I said there were going to be one last guy surviving from the side of old gamers. We see three of them trying to make up their mark, trying to make up their gameplay against the side of Team 9.
Yeah, old gamers. I think come out with this grenade. Yeah, of course, Goldex took down Vivan there, but no, he almost took him down. But Tama reflex was too fast there, and I think AKM also did his part. We all know that this weaponry with an headshot can knock you instantly, even if you have a level 3 kit with yourself. But old gamer come out. He needs to smoke out that position. He needs to be very, very careful because they are not in the circle. They have to move in. A good distance has to be covered by their team. But the best part is they have 3 players alive. They can create a smoke wall maybe and use it as a temporary cover and maybe sneak into the circle. Or okay, Goldex just peeks and he gets the damage. His vest gets damaged. Doesn't have a nade. Only has 2 smokes and a Molotov as an utility. He gets things to loot though. He gets 2 first aids and a few bandages and 1 smoke, I guess. Arkan, he is watching a lot of teams, rotating. He had his opportunity. I think he missed a headshot there. Maybe 2 headshot is enough with this weaponry at least. Bullet. You will not get those opportunities multiple times. You only get it once, and you have to utilize it. But yeah, War Plus, as I said, Bullet, see their positioning. They are the only team inside the circle at this point of time. And they are taking down the team. Old gamers, not a good way to come inside the circle. You are straight up walking towards your death warrant. Bin Lagan, I think he stole 1 kill out there. Yeah, no, I think he took down War Plus Goldex there, who was, irritating a lot of players with his Mini 14. But he secured that value, which is important.
Oh, sweet, sweet shots coming in from Sarah Bing lagging with that Mini 14. Even though he has a 4x scope attached, I thought might have 6x or 8x, but it has a 4x scope. A sweet shot coming in from that guy. There you go. Aces still surviving with 8 kills, and 3 guys were in the old squad. Team War Plus, one of their guys got eliminated from the hands of old gamers, and old gamers are left out in one single guy. So I feel like yes, War Plus with the man advantage, Team Acer with the man advantage can do a fierce 3v3 battle for us. I mean, just random prediction for now. But for now, I feel like yes, Team War Plus knows with the whereabouts on exactly how Team Aces can push in, as we see the nades going into the same direction from the side of Kenpachi. So yes, they know for a fact that where the teams are going to push in from, they're able to just suppress them for a while. So it all comes down to the play circle, man. The circle will shrink upon. The players will get out of their positions. They will get out of their covers and just go for a one-on-one gunfight. It all comes down to the uses of smokes. It all comes down to the predictability. It all comes down to the anticipation of the shots you want to trace upon.
Yeah, but it seems like very seamless for Team War Plus Esports. War Plus Esports, see, they still have that
Yeah.
vertical advantage. A grenade goes out. I think that was a grenade. Yeah, it was a grenade, but the positioning was off. I think it went a little bit downwards towards the ridge. The players have already climbed up a good portion. Team Aces, they have been, asking a lot of questions today, and they have been, valued also. This is what,
Yeah, exactly.
as I said, this is what confidence does to you. But this is a very important phase where War Plus Esports should convert this game into a chicken dinner. 9, only Corvantes is alive, and he, I think, is playing for position only at this point of time. If he reveals himself, he is going to be taken down. Cypher, he has been brilliant with his DMR. Have to say this. Again pushes him down. I think the utility usage has been very good from War Palaces, so that is why they have been dominating from that side, and they have not allowed any team to climb up and take a head-on-head fight. They've always kept that advantage and kept themselves ahead of any other team. See, Cypher, that's I think, yeah, that's Cypher team trying to climb up, but Kemp is already watching the angle. Not going to be very easy, but yeah, that might help. AWM shot being taken, but no connection. But Bin Lagan goes down. That's important, but Arkan will confirm one kill. That is Dectacron. Warpalas Esports are losing out on their man
Yeah.
advantage. And this might help OG and Nine got won this, who are surviving the lone warriors from their teams.
For the lone warriors, for almost very called, but there you
Oh,
go.
wait.
One of the lone warriors picks up the other side, and there you go. Jinx it, bro. You just jinx it. But there you
Oh,
go.
no.
Corvaltes picks up, and he's roaming off very in the open. Hey, that could have landed. Not able to anticipate where the bullet raised upon, but for now, Forge 2K definitely knows of the whereabouts for the side of Corvantes, who is still the last guy surviving from the side of Team 9. Ace is also surviving with the two guys in their team. I feel like our players, Forge 2K, they need to be very cautious about the whereabouts from coming in from our team aces, because they have seen your team aces clutching in these situations, the first map itself, in the first game itself. For now, some shots again taking from the side of home, not able to land it very clearly, but for now, yes, some peaks here and there, the jiggle peaks coming, one in there, one in there, trying to land up the shots with the attachment of 8x scope, but other shots are also coming in from the side of Mark 1 I don't think so. That's going to be a very viable position for the side of Corvantes as he gets eliminated, and the kill goes on to the side of Forge 2K. There you go, Team Tech 9. Team 9, I'm really sorry, gets eliminated at the third spot. It's going to be a 3v2 scenario. Wait a minute, where the third guy came from the side of Team Aces? Did I read incorrectly? Where the guy was only
He was
two over
knocked
there.
out.
So I'm really sorry. He was not okay. I'm really sorry. It's going to be a 3v2 scenario with 8 kills onto the hands of War Plus onto the second map. Are you going to see how Ace is able to cope it up with the kill points in their team tally? But for now, it's going to be a battle of ridges until unless it's gonna the play area is gonna get stringed up, the storm is gonna get stringed up, and in less than 10 seconds, the phase 9 is gonna start. That's the last time where we see the phase getting in the this particular map of Erangel. So I feel like yes. On how there are no utilities left out from the side of Forge 2K, no smokes, no nades. The same story for the side of Kenpachi. It's going to be really hard.
Yeah. Good vision, coming in from it's a see numbers are in favor of aces, so aces should convert it, but Warpalas, Bullet, the positioning they have, uh, you know, been in this game, it should have been their game. They will be kicking themselves if they are not converting this game into their bag. But with that being said, two players watching the ridges. As Bullet mentioned, it's a ridge
Yeah.
gameplay all in for Team Aces. Okay, pick the car. I think he's trying to confuse, or maybe ask questions which Warpalas may not have. That extra advantage can help Cypher see, because Arkan can hold an angle where I think Kemp is watching, and Kemp cannot go and take a head-on fight because he is the support for Forge here, and Forge has an AWM. He is going to be that is going to be very important. But is he using a red dot? Yeah, he is using a red dot because this is a close range fight.
I love the red dot, bro.
No need of a 8x. That's the confidence which you want to see in a player, right? Bullet at this moment.
Yeah. I feel like Red Dot is the best scope in any game. I personally feel that. Of course, the name is different there, but there you go. The spray coming in from the side of Kenpachi does some good damage over there towards the side of Forge 2K. But for now, he will be backing out, trying to pop in some painkillers and other stuff. Don't know, that's the basic kill habits. But for now, this can be a clear one shot coming in from the side of Form, coming in from the Forge 2K. But 1v1 is definitely happening for the side of Forge 2K and towards the side of Cypher. This might be it where you do a single shot damage, then try to push the other three guys. But on how they have a one more guy added to their team, I feel like yes, if they just completely push on from different side, they can do the job pretty quick and pretty easily. But they're not underestimating the side of Plus Esports because they have shown a good gameplay onto the previous day of this particular Zotac Cup for the side of PUBG PC, which has been powered by Zotac Gaming and with our broadcast partner Loco. Production being handled by the side of TC. But there you go. Plus Esports still trying to pick up their mark. Shots are being taken one by one, but they're not exposing themselves very much because they know for a fact that if they expose themselves very much into the angles, the first thing that the other team's gonna show is gonna be your head. Stun nades are coming in. There, the utility plays are coming in for the one last time. Last volley can be thrown upon from the side of Typho. 85 tag coming in from the side of Warplus, and there you go. Team Aces completely eliminating the side of Warplus. And like I said, man, it was a clear man advantage. It was almost also, if you just uh, exempt the side of man advantage, was a clear advantage of utilities being played upon. They had three guys, they had altogether 6 or 7 nades, they altogether had 6 or 7 stun nades. So I feel like that did the job rather than having one more plus guy added into your team against the opponent team.
Big props to Aces also, because they did not have this advantage when they came in into the last circle. Team Warpalas had 4 players surviving, and they had that rage. So
Mhm.
it should
True.
have been their game, and I
Exactly.
think they lost it where they were fighting another team, and at that point of time, Team Aces climbed in, and they still took one player down, but couldn't confirm the second one. They left them knocked, and I think 2 players focusing on that single player Corvantes, that costed them. I think Corvantes could have been left alone because he was anyways not gonna do any harm to them because he had no advantage. But anyways, with this we will take a short break. After the break, we'll be live with third map.
Guys, welcome back to the Zotac Cup MENA region for PUBG PC, which has been brought by Zotac Gaming with our podcast partner Loco. Yes, we are back again after a short break. We are back after two maps, and yes, on the second map we saw the side of Team Aces finally getting their first winner chicken dinner after such a long time of struggle and kill points. Because I have seen them not performing well onto the side of day one, but on the day two they got a very explosive start on the map number one. Of course, they got the winner chicken on the map number two. As we speak, we see the map standings for match number seven.
Yeah, of course, Aces on the top. They had the winner chicken dinner, and whoever is getting kills in that double digit mark, of course, is getting that upper hand as well. And Aces in the last game also, they got what, 13 to 14 picks, if I'm not wrong, Bullet. So
Yeah.
they are being very consistent with their performance, and if they can maintain this, I won't be surprised that they have crossed out Howl, and they have topped the overall score chart. But anyways, still 3 games are left. We have to witness a Myanmar again in Angle, and of course we will end the day with Myanmar again. But Sarvem, of course, they started well. They got 4 picks, and didn't secure much of a position. That's why only 1 point, which boils down to only 5 points. But of course, they will want their team to get up on the scoreboard so that they can replace Howl, not Aces, because they are the closest, and they had a good game in the last map also, which was Myanmar. So hopefully they can keep up the good work. But yeah, I think VAS team, Yepa, Bound, these are some teams, Bullet, who are facing a lot of problems, and I don't know.
Mhm.
Uh, Maybe the rotation is a big issue for them. The kind of positionings they are getting into and trying to figure out a solution, or trying to fight out, is not working for them, and they need to fix it really quickly. Because see, I think this is something which I am going to do a lot, and that is repeating myself, that only 16 teams are going to qualify, and the rest of the 16 teams are just going to go out and have to wait for the next event coming out from Zotac side. But yeah, this is how the game is. That is how a tournament format is. It can be harsh towards you, it can be brilliant towards you if you're performing. Everything boils down
Yeah.
towards that game, towards that map. Let's have a look at map 3, which is going to be Myanmar planed path trajectory. Where is it starting from and where is it ending towards? Let's see. Do we see another action-packed Myanmar where we get some early action, early fights, where teams are again struggling to rotate into the circle?
Yes, sir. Let's see where the plane path takes upon. Where the exactly we see players dropping on. Hey, another center plane path coming in from
This is the
the
third one, right?
islands shifted. Yeah, this is the third map, but on the previous day, if I remember, on the day one, they were not usual. The plane path just going on to the circle, to the center of the circle. Teams having that kind of advantage that they can, basically drop down to any POIs possible. Not to the very flankers and the west and eastern edges of the map, but still you get my point what I'm trying to say. The
Yep.
map the flight path is completely favoring of the teams, but one thing that is not favoring of the teams, that's going to be the first hard shift. On the last map, yes, we saw a similar centric shift that completely the favors the bold, who just go on to the center of the circuit and try to make their game. But on the fewer maps, onto the previous map, we have seen the circles taking a very hard shift to a very edges of the map, completely 60%, or I would say almost 170 of the percent of the play area of the map completely shrunken on the phase one itself. So I feel like, yes, this might be another map where we see a centric shift, or maybe I just jinx it. I really don't know. But for now, we see a lot of teams, going in towards side of Minas. We'll see a lot of, teams, two teams actually going on towards side of Los Leons. We see a team also going on towards the side of Shumera Circle region. We also see a team going in towards the side of Pecado. We also see few teams going in towards the side of Crater Fields and the water treatment plant.
Yeah. Good spread out. I think these teams have
Oh,
taken
nice.
specifically try hard. Chuma area is an area where it's divided into two halves. You can take the bottom half, and we have seen a lot of teams fighting out in the Chumachara area. There's one guy who is stuck, I think, and I feel Tryhard has figured out that someone is there close to them. Not a good sign for Warpalas, because they had a good game, in the last map. And this is what teams have been lacking, the consistency. They usually perform brilliantly in the first map, and then suddenly, what happens? They are, they take a miscalculate, do maybe a miscalculation, maybe something they were trying out that did not work out. Currently, it did not work out for Warpalas, and one player has been taken out. So he did not have a gun though. He couldn't fight back also. So that's a very disheartening thing happening for them. And it was, oh, wait, I think another team is fighting. That is Old Gamers, and they're fighting the Wildcats. Wildcats again, another team who did really well in the first game in Myanmar. Other than that, they have been really, really struggling. In Erangel also they struggle. Not a good start here as well.
Yes, for now we see the side of Istanbul Wildcats taking down a few players from the side of Old Gamers. And on Old Gamers, this have been a story for the day one. Also, we saw Old Gamers getting eliminated very early on the first day. Even though we saw Old Gamers trying to get in the top 6, top 7 of the circle onto the last map, but we didn't saw onto the number one map of the day. I mean, sorry, the sixth map of the day of this entire qualifiers, which was the side of Miraban only, the first map of this particular date. I'm really sorry, kind of got messed up there. But for now, Istanbul Wildcats, the side of Secret, is for a fact that somebody is trying to look up on this hangar. Maybe he's getting or she's getting the audio cues. There, she's the last guy. And Old Gamers are going to be the first squad to get eliminated at the 15th spot from the side of Istanbul Wildcats. Very much impressed by the performance, by the read of the game coming in from side of Istanbul Wildcats. They have been improving upon after each map passes by. But for now, it's going to be the side of Bond squad to come into the picture and do some long range shots being taken from the side of Bond squad towards the side of Istanbul Wildcats.
Yeah. At this point, it seems like Bound, they want a safer rotation path. They are checking every house, every corner which is required, because they have not been rotating pretty well in the first half of the games which they have played. They have suffered while rotating only. They have been taken down. They have been eliminated early on in the game. That's why they have not been picking any kind of points. But yeah, this is a game where you can still pick yourselves up, because still after this you have two more games coming up. We have already showed you guys the schedule for today. We had 5 games planned, 5 for today and 5 for tomorrow. Total of 10 games between these 2 days, and total qualifier has 15 games already. 5 went down yesterday. A good set of matches. Howl dominated alongside Sarvem. They were the two teams who stood out. But today, the Aces have come out with some really good questions the teams haven't answered, and they have been firing all cylinders, where they have been finding out solutions, they have been finding out picks, they have been converting big numbers. I think in 2 matches they have secured what, 40 points, if I'm not wrong, not close to 40 points, I guess. Oh, not a good
Yes, indeed, I feel
position.
like. Yes, I didn't feel like, yes, they have almost secured 40 points, but there you go. Bounce squad comes into very close proximity of the side of Team Trads, I believe, and he is taking a quick flanking rotation. But there you go, he reached down the sprint. That's not the way to do it, right, Zerpi? For a billionaire, for a fact that sprint around. It will give away the audio cues from your footsteps. But now it's gonna be a 4v3 scenario. I feel like the team tryhards are kinda suppressed down, pinned down from the angles of Serpi. He knows where the whereabouts coming in from the side of Tramhorse. He knows the whereabouts on where these guys can go upon. But they are doing a very, very smart pick, a very, very a smart move. Just we're not confident in a gunfight. We're not able to hold your boots onto the ground. You just rotate. You have the means of those vehicles, and they are doing that job very, very beautifully. For the fact that they are now in mad disadvantage. They don't have the right kind of weapons they want to use against a squad like Bone Squad. They're backing out from the fight.
Good position, I will say. Loki, again, very sharp on his aim there. I think disturbed his position though. His teammates are there, already on a higher side of the compound. Wait, another rotation fail. Yeah, it seems like that. This time, Orglis are punishing. Which team is it? Is it Bound again? No, it's V Stream. I would have been, I would have been mad if again Bound would have been caught off guard again, like in a similar pattern, maybe in a similar way. But yep, Orglis punished them. I think Nail He is trying to push, but the question is, did these third players hear out the sound? Yeah, he has heard out the sound. That is why his vehicle is being shot at. Needs to secure his vehicle as well. Otherwise, uh, Ogles will have a vehicle shot. Secure your vehicle at a ridge, position yourself, and then you can challenge up the team who is coming from the backside. Wait, Ace 2-4. He needs to be very careful. He can hear out the sounds. The team is rotating. He's trying to figure out. He is using an AUG. Oh wait, the team went out from the different side of the ridge. Have they stopped? No, I don't think they have stopped yet. They are coming, approaching towards Quetpa. Wait, if they straight up come in towards him, he might get an advantage. He is not spotted yet. He can take at least 2 players down if he is being patient and showing that trigger discipline. Quetpa is being very smart. He's still not taking any kind of shot, but when he takes, he couldn't convert it because the players have already retreated.
I mean, like, yes, at this point of time, Ogle is gonna be the another team which might, try it out their level best, just surpass the other teams in terms of the overall, in terms of the overall points which they have. If take a look what happened on the day one for the side of Ogle, they were not able to, just hold on to the much of those, placement points in terms of kills points. Yes, they got 20 kill points when the day one ended. For now, on how the start is looking in for other teams for the side, like for the like the squads of Bumble and Ace is definitely in the another planet in terms of the kill points and the placement points. So I will just not talk about the side of Ace. I'll definitely talk about the side of Sarvam Esports. I'll talk about the side of Howl. I still kind of expect the similar kind of performance coming in from the side of Team Ogsless as well. For now, yes, one of the teams have been eliminated. 49 players are still alive in this 10 minutes of the game. But for now, other teams are trying to get into the final circle. Okay, that just happened. That just happened. You just rolled on upon your vehicle and you just got up into a little bit of accident. Almost you're lucky that no squad was just present there in the close
Yeah,
proximity, or they could have just eliminated you in just mere 1 or 2 seconds. You got lucky.
otherwise he would have been cancelled at this point of time. We have seen, funnier situations than this. But yeah, of course, his license is at stake at this point of time. Hopefully, he has learned his lesson. Maybe another vehicle can give a push to it, and the vehicle can stand back again, and that vehicle can be used. But they have better options so far. Team versus team. Smiley. Took a grenade. But wait, he took a lot of damage. His helmet is gone. Oh wait, a grenade comes in, and VS gets eliminated. This is the risk, while you're fighting a team. You are in a 1v4 situation. You just hope that your opponents push you one by one. They don't come in a pack. Because if they come in a pack, you have no option. You have no chance to stand out that push until unless you have a solid cover where nades cannot approach you. And I don't think PUBG PC has any kind of a compound or a ridge where nades cannot approach you until unless you are directly in a flight, or maybe an emergency flight picks you up.
I get
Other
your
than
point.
that,
I get your
nades can
point.
approach you anywhere and everywhere, right?
I get your point. I get your point. For now, we see other teams like the side of Team Hall also taking up and gunfight engagement towards the side of Team Tryhard, who got the rotation done when Sarvam Esports was almost all of us about. So sorry, the Team Tryhards were almost on the verge of eliminating the side of uh, team other teams. For now, the side of Trollmakers over here, yes, we can see the four-man squad trying to push it toward the side of Team Attention. He saw the head. He saw the head over there, but for now he misses the shot. But Team Attention, another team which is not able to make up that kind of create that kind of impact where we can, as Kasha say that yes, they are doing a very commendable job. For now, they are still struggling to get some fights. Very unusual angle coming in from side of Tarkus. Finds the scope, finds the angle, takes down the side of the mat, and he has been knocked out for the time being. For now, Laza is somewhere around, takes the shot toward the side of the last guy, coming in from the side of 14-year-old, from the side of Tryhard. And Tryharder is going to be the second or the third team, I believe. Yeah, the third team to get eliminated at the 13th spot. For now, Team Hall, one of the guys from the side of Team Howl, the Mad, is still knocked upon. He's waiting for his teammates to help him, assist him to get the rev done. But on how that angle was completely found out in a very, very unusual spot from the side of Istanbul Cats. If anybody is going for a revive over there, he needs to be very cautious of any of these angles that can also eliminate him as well.
I think he takes down Jackie there. He completely finished him off so that he secures that one pick. Maces, they have been very, cheeky about their positionings. They have been very smart about their movement and very sharp as well. They came in with a specific mindset that they want to dominate today, and they have done it till now. C takes down the in there. Can confirm him though. Yeah, he confirms that kill as well. Troublemakers has secured the second kill, and Opsi has his. Opsi is the one who has secured both of them. Anyways, Troublemakers, I think they are still waiting for Fancy there. But is his position compromised? That's the question. Zoy, he is looking towards that compound in front where Fancy is there. But I don't think his actual position is revealed yet. So Fancy, if he doesn't give any sound, or maybe if somebody is coming in to check, oh wait, they are checking every corner. They are being very watchful. That is how you do it if you're out of position. But no, he didn't know the best part, but he forgot. Fancy will take you down. He took
How
two
do you
players
see
down.
this?
Opsi and Zoy both gone out of the game. Team attention. Hey, Camilla here.
Trollmaker also trying to push on towards the last guy, probably from the side of team attention. I believe a good attack comes in at 39 damage gets done. They're watching both angles. Oh, a good pre-fire coming in from that guy. But for now, Fancy does have a two smokes in his hands, in his arsenal. But for now, Fancy gets one. This could be a clutch, but Yuxi comes at the right spot. Team attention getting eliminated to 12th spot, but for now, good effort being made from the side of team attentions. Last guy coming in from the side of IW_Fancy. Another roll up from that car coming in from the side of WordPress. But what exactly is happening over here? Everybody's trying to roll up their cars. Like, are you trying to make a movie or something like that? But jokes apart, for now they are very much rotating in the they're rotating very much in the open of these Miramar ridges, between these Miramar ridges. Yes, somebody can take you out if he has a 4x or 6x scope, or just have a good aim in the long range and just anticipate your path. But for now, Bond Squad is also left out with a 4-man squad. We are seeing a lot of teams just trying to target some of those teams, to be very frankly speaking, who are not able to make up their mark on the scoreboard for now. But this is going to be an interesting fight. War Plus is getting pinned on in a corner like that, and Bounce Squad can definitely have the right opportunity for now to completely eliminate the side of War Plus. For now, first 2K will be get down from the side of Pugao, who has a 6x scope attached to his body. Another angle comes on from the side of Shaggy, completely raised down the bullets from the Scarlet attached with a 6x, and there you go. This is what we're talking about. They were pinned down. I just didn't sit, but never mind.
Yeah, this is a very awkward position to be in, specifically in a div where it's open from all ends and a team has surrounded you. Specifically, Bound, they wanted an opportunity, right? Bullet, where they are struggling a lot. They couldn't find their footing in the previous two maps. Now they have found out, and why won't they punish you? Because see, one thing that is, I believe, every team out here is at the same level, has an equal opportunity to punish you, put you down whenever you make a mistake. Even if you have been performing like teammates, they have been performing really well, you can also be challenged, you can also be taken down. You are not invincible, you have to be very careful about that. So as a team, when you have that momentum, you should be capitalizing on it, and when you do not have it, you just be hoping that we get some important fights converted into our half, so that we can build on that momentum. But anyways, for the time being, a road across fight is going on. Bumble Squad, last game was brilliant for them. They got a winner chicken dinner. Crossbook with this. Wait, they got a winner chicken dinner in Myanmar, I guess. Yeah, in Myanmar they converted the game. Crossbook at this point of time with that SLR, he's trying to. He got some damage, but nothing created an opportunity there. But anyways, Bound is waiting, and Bumble Squad wants to push them, and they want to take a fight. Sheila takes down Bad Boy. Oh wait, Bad Boy for the second time I think have gone out early in the game, but not a good position to be in. Percival! Wait, no, Percival goes down! Surfy takes down Crossco. There's no multiple teams are fighting it out. Suddenly, in the 20th, almost closer to 20th minute in the game, Myanmar has upped the ante. You see the kill feed running around Bullet.
Yep. I mean, like 10 teams are left out now, and it's more of like feeling
Ticket
like
9.
yes, all teams are going all in. Oh boy, Tech 9 comes in. Aces have been eliminated. Good nade. Bomber Squad spots one, takes down the down guy. It's gonna be a 4v1 scenario for the last remaining guy from coming in from Sarah Bounce Squad, I believe, or maybe another guy left out. Probably a 2v4 scenario, but yeah, it's gonna be a 2v4 scenario. I'm really sorry, Shaggy and Buka, both of them are still alive, but they are far apart, split it apart by these rigid distances. But still, I can see one of the guys using the vehicle to get around and group up with his teammate. For now, yes, like I told you folks, 10 squad, but now there are only 9 squads, 18 minutes on the clock, and 31 players are still alive. So I mean, like, yes, there are a lot of better teams who are just operating each and every squads right there, and one of the name was definitely Team Aces, but I'm very much surprised to see Team 9 also performing way better compared to what we're seeing in the last 5 or 6 maps.
I mean, they had no other option, right? Howl also chipping in now. They had a brilliant day yesterday. They converted 2 games, but this is their time to shine. You know that they have not been performing in the first half of the games. The second half has already begun. Bubble Squad, on the other hand, they already had a chicken dinner today, holding out some good positions. Already got 2 important picks in this game. Specifically, IND. Important pick there of Percival. Percival could have taken him down, but he was very crisp with his aim, and he did not give Percival any opportunity there. But this position is something I don't think next phase will accommodate. They have to move in. Oh, wait. We have to wait for a second to find out where is the phase moving. But wait, crossbar almost got taken down with that grenade. But Deep has found out a different angle. He's always finding out a different position to challenge their opponent. Ace is finally in a critical spot, yes, but that grenade will shut them down. I think that's what Ace who got eliminated there, make it 8 teams. So these teams have entered top 8 now. Howl are pushing. Finally, we see some Howl action coming in where they seem to be confident enough. Stun grenades thrown in.
Oh,
Molotov comes in and the
lovely.
squad gets wiped out. Kyoto gang get eliminated in the 8th spot.
Classic action coming in from the side of Team Hall, which we're doing in the day 1 itself. But Fana Bao also is going to be the team which is going to eliminate the side of Trollmakers at this one spot. Teams are getting eliminated one by one. This is what I was talking about. The squads which are trying their level best are eliminating the other squads one by one. But one of the names which we, as a cast and all of the audience which were not expecting was the side of Team Aces, which got eventually eliminated from the side of Team Tryharders, or maybe there was some other team. For now, yes, the side of Bumble Squad is trying their level best to take some long shot to the side of Bound Shaggy. And yes, Bound are just left out with the 2 players squad, so they have a responsibility of also getting the skills points and also getting the placement points. Just try to get up the advantage going on the overall standings. For now, the only squad which I see right now with a full manpower, with a full 4-man team is going to be Bumble Squad. Also, we believe Team 9 is also left down with a 4-man squad. Not too sure about the Team Hall because I saw some knocks and finishes coming in from against the side of Team Hall. But yes, Team Istanbul Cal is going to be also in the similar position. But for now, as we see the perspective of Team Hall, Plaza is going to be the guy to get knocked down from the hands of Hercules, and Ruin is going to get the side of Hercules, and Team 9 is going to get eliminated at the 6th spot, and Team Hall doing the job very beautifully. And this is a classic Howl, man. I have seen them playing very confidently in the first day. I have seen them play very on point in the day 1. They have also got 2 win with chicken dinner from day 1. I feel like, yes, on how we are progressing on to the map number 4 and map number 5, we might see much more improved and redefined version of overall gameplay coming in from the side of Team Hall.
9 picks, finally. The thing we wanted from Team Howl, they have stepped up. And of course, you cannot make a good team go silent for too long. They will step up, and when they step up really big. At this point of time, Bound, only 2 players surviving. That Ridge is going to give them a nightmare at this point of time. Only the smoke is saving them at this point of time. Shaggy, he has smoked out only a single smoke left out at this point of time. But can he survive though? That's the question. Because if you don't have that advantage, Shaggy! Wait, he just survived there. The smoke is just saving them. Has one more smoke left out. But the question is, where will he use it? Because they have Howl waiting. They have another team who is in front of them, who they have to fight. Yeah, Shaggy goes down. It's ORG Orgles who are right in front of them. Bound Shaggy gets eliminated. Only one man standing for Team Bound. As soon as he gets eliminated, Team Bound will be eliminated as well. But Howl has a very good spot to bullet. Hopefully they can convert this game into a chicken dinner from this game.
Yep, I feel like Howl might be able to do it, but I'm very skeptical of how Howl was playing in the last two maps for this particular day. They got very much eliminated early on the map number two. Some but random shots going through the smokes, but neither of them got connected to the opponent team. But nade is also going in. There's going to be a nade tap coming in towards the side of Bound, but oh, luckily surviving in. Another nade comes in very close, might do some little bit of damage, but the same vice versa thing happened to his net, which Bukao tossed it off to the right direction, but it didn't land it on the right spot. For now, he knows for a fact that he's going to be a lone player surviving. Good shots also coming in from side of Augles, who are on the top of the ridge. So all of the teams who are trying to still not being able to play on towards the center of the circle need to start moving towards the direction of foul before it's too late where the circle comes in, because I know for a fact that 1 minute is going to be too much of the time for the side of team and the other players who go inside the circle. But how the fights are coming into themselves only, the fight is inviting them only to a engagement, it's going to be really hard. How Schofield takes a beautiful shot towards Sarah Misnik. Istanbul gets eliminated at the fifth spot, and now we have the top four teams. Howl with a four-man standing, one guy's just knocked in. Orgles was also standing with four-man. Interesting to see that. Bummer squad with two players left out, and Bounce squad with just one guy left out to have that cover inside behind that board rock, bedrock. But also he's gonna get also eliminated from the hands of Crossco, and is gonna get prudent to get eliminated from the hands of Orgles. So yes, this might be another winner chicken dinner if Bumble squad read up this entire situation of two teams fighting upon themselves
Oh
and to
wait,
do a third
no.
party. And this might be the invitation to it, because we can see Howl playing on a very, very large split. Two of the guys are very much closer towards the side of August, and one of the guys have been already knocked down and confirmed upon.
Yep, Howl
Yeah.
in a concerning spot. Uh, you know, uh, 1 second we see Howl in an advantage. 1 second we see Howl in a disadvantage. Yep, not a good spot to be in. That ridge is a nightmare. Of course, he gets taken down. Laza, he took down Quefna there, but can he take down the whole squad? That's a bigger question, bigger challenge. The nade might connect him. Gave him a 23 damage. Another nade comes in towards him. Trinity is being used. No, he is just surviving. Does he have an HP? That's 0.5 HP, I think. This grenade, wait, this grenade can be 8. Yeah, without the grenade only. I think Nail, Zeta actually, wait, no, Nail only confirmed him. 9 picks for Ogles. It's a 4v2 scenario for them. Bumble squad already have a chicken dinner today.
Yeah.
But can they convert another one? It's going to be really, really difficult because numbers are in favor of Ogles. Nail, who went in early for damage. His helmet is gone. Roscoe, be very careful. Deep and Crossco. Do they have enough? They do
Oh,
not
oh,
have that
oh, oh,
advantage.
oh.
Also, they are really pushing in, but no. Good stun usage. They continue to stunning them. They are blind at this point of time.
Oh
Wait!
boy! Oh
Deep!
boy!
He took his 2 players with Crossco as well! Not really looks
Bro,
possible.
bro, bro,
No,
bro, bro.
wait.
No.
It was too
Good
hard.
try.
Yeah, they tried the level best. This is what we expect from a quality lineup. And Mumble Squad did their best, but it was, you know, a game for Team Orgless. They had the numbers advantage, converted it into a winner chicken dinner. Brilliantly done. And once you have that advantage, once you have that circle, once you have that numbers, going in favor of you, you will obviously want that game to be converted in your half. And brilliantly done for Team Orgless. They have a chicken dinner now.
Yes, I feel like yes, it's gonna be the first second dinner coming into the favor
Yep,
of August.
of course.
Not really sure about the how the kill point as well looking, and yes, they got eventually, they racked up 20 kills. I'm really sorry, my bad. Overall standings, they have like 20 kills in their team tally, but for now, on how three maps eventually turned out to be pretty good, pretty much balanced. But of course, they all of the teams who have secured good kills and still in the top 6, top 7 are in a search of getting at least one winner chicken and dinner into their
Yep.
team tally. But for now, folks, yes, we have witnessed three of the maps, and of course, Miramar was the last one. We're gonna go again for the map of Farangal, one of my favorite maps to be very precise. But yes, Howl Esports, Savim Esports, and especially the side of Filmmakers are not able to make that kind of gameplay which we were expecting from the side of these teams. Savim Esports also got eliminated at the top 10 spot. I believe, and Hall also got eventually eliminated, even though they were having three of the guys standing up on the ridge. So I feel like yes, there are some mistakes here and there being done by some of the teammates of Cyber Esports or Howl Esports, or the side of the troublemakers, were not able to capitalize on the some of the mistakes being done by their team. They're getting overblend from what I see. But for now, we'll be taking a short break and we'll be right back after. PUBG PC, which have been powered by Zotac Gaming with our broadcast partner Loco. Yes, we have a August to take up the winner chicken dinner in the last map of Myanmar. We'll be taking a look at the map standings for the map number 8, I believe. Yes, which August got the winner chicken dinner, as I said. But yes, I want to see how many kill points do other teams have, because Oilers is such a kind of a team which were able to get some good kill points on the previous day, but not able to capitalize on placement points. I'm really hoping to see on how other teams have also answered back to the side of Oilers.
Of course, I mean, points table will also give us clarity. Let's have a look at the point standings only, and we'll have a better idea of where Ogles is standing. Okay, they have secured the exact point in the last game. What I think so these guys who won the game secured. So, anyways, so that was Aces who won the last game. It
Yeah.
was they also secured 21 points. Yeah, so the third, of course, the Myanmar game was won by Oculus and Erangel was won by Aces. But Aces in this game secured nothing, where they got eliminated very early in the game and they did not, of course, also get any kills. So, f- I mean, after securing what close to 40 points, this is something which is allowed at this point of time, but not for the next match also. Only 2 games are left for the teams, so they have to be on their toes so that they do not miss out on any opportunity they get. Team 9 on the other hand, they were doing really well, but they could have gone big in this game and maybe converted this game into a chicken dinner, but that was not supposed to happen. But yeah, I was happy with what Howl did in this game. They had a brilliant match. They had a very quiet start to the second day in the Zotac Cup, where they could not convert those early picks or maybe early rotations. They were caught off guard and they were punished in this game. They were on their toes. They got what 11 kills and secured the second spot, where they got only 5 points, of course, which has totaled down to a amount of 16 points, but which is good again, which shows that Howl is very aware of the situation, Bullet, and Howl
Yeah.
knows how to pull back things when things are going out of their hands.
Still, it has been a long time which where we have seen team of Howl going to rack up those skill points. I still believe there's a lot of difference being made up by the other teams, especially for the side of Sarvam Esports and the side of Bumble Squad. Bumble Squad have secured in all now. If I just recall, oh, actually they have only secured one minimum second. The side of Aces in terms of kill points have aced themselves, because back to back they have gotten double digit kill points into their name, especially for the last 3 maps. I do believe, yes, Howl and Savam Esports are facing the wrath of the other teams who are trying to climb up onto the top of the food chain or top of the points table. But I do believe, like, the side of war players, the side of troublemakers also trying to do the same thing for themselves. I mean, like, also only top 8 teams are going to get qualified for the grand finale from each qualifier. But for now, folks, we'll be jumping straight into the game number 9. This is going to be the map of Wrangle. Let's see where the front part takes upon. We'll see the first. Let's see where the first hard shift of the circle gets upon. Because for the last 2 maps, we are seeing a very centric, first phase of the circle, where the circle is shifting into the very center zones of the map, center areas of the map. So I feel like, yes, this might be another centering shift, but who knows, man? Who knows? We might see a hard shift getting into play of the region going of the play area. The zone getting restricted to the NEA western, the eastern pinpointed region of the map.
Yep. This time the trajectory has started from the western side and heading towards the eastern side. But though the southern side and the northern side is very much approachable for teams, maybe military better option if you can go down towards the bridge and take a car and maybe cross the bridge and you'll find out your loot. But yep, these guys know what to do and what not to. Last game, we saw a few teams going towards Lipovka, had a good start there. This time, Georgiopol area is crowded a little bit. Crowded as in the crates are empty. Teams have gone towards Northern City, Southern City. There is another team, and I think that's Zofi's team who has taken a car and going towards the Southern City only. So we might see a early fight there. Georgiopol, Southern City. We might
Yeah.
see some players, fighting out. But Aces, they're still hovering. They're still gliding. They're going towards Milta Power. I think Arkan has spotted a vehicle there. He will take it and move in towards the building in front of him, where he'll find the factory area. Circle has shown its turn already. Bullet, not a centric movement or
Yeah,
out of the areas which
yeah.
we were
Hmm.
expecting, or maybe we have been seeing in the previous matches. Yeah, still good enough for teams favoring the northern side. So at least the southern half of the teams knows that they have to move in towards the northern side, and they
Hmm.
can move in earlier so that they have a better positioning. Usually in this phases, we don't see teams going directly into the center and waiting for their teams. They prefer the edge gameplay, and it has been favoring them. They, until and unless it's the last circle or maybe the sixth or the seventh phase, they prefer staying on
Hmm.
the edges and taking those players who are trying to get into the circle. That's where the value is, because those kills will give you points which can show your score bigger. Because see, anyways, there's a cap on to the placement points. The maximum you can score out of it is 10. That's when you get a chicken dinner. If
Yeah.
you are second, you get only 5 points. So we all know that it's going to be really hard for teams to score through placement points. So kills is the only option where you can maximize your outcome.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, of course, the maximum of the placement point that you can get in PUBG is definitely 10. But if you want the maximum performance coming out of the GPU, you gotta check out the RTX 4070 series coming in from the side of Zotac. All the valuable links and all of the the links that you need to check out the GPU, and also purchase the limited edition, which have been done in the collaboration with the Spider-Man across the Spider-Man's movie, which is later coming down into the month of June. You get the
Yep.
exclusive and the limited edition backplates for your GPU, and that's a very very good looking GPU, I gotta say. But best part for me personally is the 5 years of warranty when you register on the Zotac.com website. And I feel like yeah, I'm pretty much confirmed because I'm using a Zotac GPU as well. There's the only brand which gives you 5 years of warranty on GPU. You have got the 12 GB GTRX 6X memory. You have the other variants which comes out with the advanced cooling and the OSTOM 2.0. There are a lot of techs and the variants going on from the side of Zotac Gaming. To do check it out. Coming back to the game, folks, yes, we are about to see a very, very passive gameplay, I believe, Oro, because this is going to be the fourth map of the day. We might see some aggressive and YOLO gameplay coming in from these teams on the fifth map, but I feel like on the fourth map of this particular map of Erangel, I do feel like teams will push on very slowly. Teams will play it very passively. Team will try to just hold up their angles, try to play in the covers until and unless the zone and the storms, just shrinks up the whole play area, and they have nowhere to go until in the open.
Yep. It was interesting to see earlier on in the game, an adrenaline syringe being popped up where no HP was lost. Maybe a extra EP just
Mhm.
to create a space in your bag. Just not want to waste it. Sometimes you have a level 1 bag and you have to carry a lot of things and you have no option. You have to drop few things. So why to drop a syringe? Just pop it in. Anyways, school apartment. Oh no, wait. This looks like apartment, but this is Yasnaya Poliana. This is where usually those I feel this place is very sad. You know, players usually get that easy advantage, but because this is first person shooter, I know, but you can camp a lot, you can hold spots a lot, you can punish or maybe irritate your opponents a lot if you do not make any sound. But 9 decoy gets taken down and gets eliminated. This is something which I have seen a lot in this lobby as well. Teams are taking shots when they know they can confirm them. Very rarely I have seen that players getting knocked out have not been confirmed. One or two occasions,
Mhm.
otherwise they have secured those
Team
important
attention.
points because yeah, correct, correct. The intention is correct and the goal is correct. Howl just had a good match. They do not want to throw it out here. Have to be very careful about it.
Yeah, for the time being now, as you were narrating the whole action, we saw two teams getting eliminated. First one was the side of Bumbles, sorry, VS team. The other one we saw the other team to get obliterated from the hands of Team 9. I mean, like, sorry, the side of Team Attention to be specific, who got eliminated. I feel like, yes, a lot of these teams are not able to hold their grounds, hold their, the kind of, impressive gameplay that we expect from them sides. I mean, like, I don't know what's happening. The only things that are happening is the top of the teams, the the top of the food chain. Just killing all of the teams are not able to perform better. I mean, like that's the usual and the natural flow of the game. But still, I feel like the maps have been already entered. We are already about to see the map number 10, game number 10, after a while after this map. And so I feel like in 5 maps you cannot change the whole course of the game which has happened into the last 10 maps. So all you have to do is just to give out your real best, because team attention, one of the players almost clutched out in a 1v8 scenario, almost like 1v7 scenario where two teams pushed up on and he clutched it in a 1v3. The second team was about to push him, he got eliminated by the second guy who was pushing in from the other team. So I feel like, yes, a lot of players are still trying, but all of the players, all of the the whole squad, the whole team needs to be on the same page, needs to play as a unit, until unless you're just gonna get picked off from the other teams here and there.
Yeah, that's fair. Howl at this point of time is holding down the ridge. They have a good spread though, but the position Laza is in, he can spot two teams. He has already spotted a team down the ridge. He has spotted a team up the ridge though, where they can climb up towards the houses, towards the compounds. They will find out a team there as well. Troublemakers currently. Opsi only has secured one pick. Utilities, one Molotov, two grenades, two smokes. Decent amount of utilities he's carrying. Of course, it also depends that you know uh, towards the second phase of the game where if his team wins a fight, they can of course loot out and get an upgrade or maybe secure first aids and utilities which they require later on in the game. Troublemakers, on the other hand, they have been very patient enough. They have been very watchful. They have not taken any rash decisions. But yeah, few of the decisions have not been helping them as well. Um, they have been watchful, but still they have couldn't capitalize on the opportunities they had. They got eliminated in the last 3 matches they have played. This is the fourth game. Bullet has been mentioning a lot that we are approaching
Mhm.
towards the last game of the day, which is going to be played on Miramar. With that, we'll end up, seeing 10 games if we include the 5 matches we saw yesterday, and we'll be left out with only 5 matches for the qualifiers. So there's a condition, and only 16 teams will qualify for the grand finals. The rest of them will get eliminated, and they have to wait for another season of Zotac Cup.
Let's see who will who will be that top 8 teams to get qualified from the first qualifier. We still have 6 games left out, really sorry. The 5 games will be played on tomorrow, the last day of the first qualifier, and the one more map is remaining, which is gonna played on the map of Miramar. Today is gonna be 3 sets of Miramar. This is gonna be the last map, the second map of Wrangle to be played upon from these teams. I feel like I said, map, I kind of anticipated this, and this is about to happen. A lot of teams are just playing it very, very passively. You don't see those aggressive pushes coming in from the side of Team Aces, which they were doing from the last 3 maps, which they had to pay a price on the game number 3. We saw a lot of kills coming into a very early picture of the game from this side of Sarvanish, where that is not also happening. Team Howl, on the other hand, is taking a gun fight towards the side of Outer. So now we really want to see that how Howl is able to capitalize on that moment. But oh, a shift coming in towards the side of Yasna Polyana, very much not expected. I was expecting a shift towards the side of Milta and Farm, but maybe the Lords of the Ring coming into the side of PUBG had another tactic in the mind. But jokes apart, for now, we see a lot of teams pushing into the side of Shelter. Teams, we see teams trying to push on towards the side of Mansion. So let's see what kind of teams are able to hold the ground towards the side of Yasna Parwana, because you are in the center of the circle. I have saying this from day one, since I've started to cast BI games. It's not about how you hold your angles and hold up the ground up when you are center of the circle. It's more about how you take kills and try to make up the whole game when you are in the center of the
Yeah,
circle. You also become the center of the attraction for the other players and the other teams as well, because they know for a fact that you're going to be in the center of the map. They know for a fact that they can push you and eliminate you, but you gotta not just for direction, you gotta be on the safeguard from all of the 8 and 6 direction, which get multiplied in these action sequences.
of course. I mean, I think Static confirmed the kill of Forge 2K there, and the point I mentioned early in the game that teams are usually taking shots when they can confirm the outpick, and that has been the case. Bad Boy again. This is the third time I saw Bad Boy getting eliminated early on in the game. Team Ace is Bad Boy. you know, we saw him, delivering some brilliant action, delivering some brilliant picks in the first game where he secured what 6 to 7 individual kills, and the team secured 13 or 14 picks. He did cut out a lot of work for them. Currently, he has been struggling in the last 3 maps. Wait, did Easy 4 get eliminated by dropping out of the car or maybe jumping out of the car? Seems like that. One guy got, he crashed to. This is not good signs. Yasnaya Poliana is turning out to be ugly at this point of time. Few edges, few peaks have costed, and the circle is, ending towards the extreme northern side of the game, towards
Yeah.
Tolver, where Yasnaya Poliana is also an important part of this play zone or maybe the play circle.
Yeah, for now, I feel like Bumblescore have taken a good lead. We have taken up definitely a good start. 4 kills coming into their team tally. We also see Kaito Gang getting very close to the proximity area, very in the close proximity areas of the side of Ogles. We see a Nate kill coming in from the side of 14AO. He gets down the side of Pipe as well, coming in from the side of Bounce Squad. But the other guys from the side of Bounce Squad misses some shots, misses some long range shot. That's very much, I would say, bound to happen when you're not able to anticipate where the guy's about to move in. Nail Pop gets one kill towards, gets the one knock towards the side of Kaito Gang player. So I feel like, yes, now as the circle is about to get it up, about to how the play gets, gets shrink down one by one as the uh, uh, one by one, one step each time when the phases are about to get close in. I feel like, yes, teams will take some good aggressive fight when they about to get closer to each other in these areas. So I feel like, yes, the passive nature of the gameplay is about to end for this particular map, which I kind of anticipated, which was bound to happen. But for now, Tryharder also taking a good start into their kill points. We can see Tryharder, the team of Tryharder, with 5 kills, 14 with 2 kills. Hellboy have been eliminated, but 1 kill has done 1 kill into the favor of his team. Billionaire with also 1 kill, and Twitchability also got eliminated, has also done 1 kill. Added to his team tally. But for now, it's a very much a usual fight, a long range fight of just peeking here and there and trying to do some damage between the side of Bounce Squad and the side of Tryharder.
Yep.
For now,
At this point of time.
yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, that ridge is turning out to be dangerous at this point of time.
Where's the other guy? I feel like other guy is going for a flank. Yes, only is going for a flank because going for a favored angle, which can definitely give her the edge to just eliminate the side of Tryharder. And Tryharder are definitely not very clear about this. Where has Bukao just go down towards the eastern side of sorry, the right hand side of the map. But for now, the side of Salvan Esports are also getting pinned down from the side of DIZ. But for now, Baron Peak will get down the side of Misnik. For now, Salvan Esports are able to hold their grounds. But Darwin Esports, sorry, the Istanbul Wildcats are very much clear and very much near to the side of Salvan Esports. So this can be one time where we see Salvan Esports backing up from this fight. But there you go. Or comes in out of nowhere. One of the guys gets knocked in. Other guy is trying to find up another kill. Howl is also over here. What just happened? It was OG to take down the side of Hall, but okay, I feel like one of the guys was lurking around to the other side. But yes, a clean fight coming in from the side of Hall and OG, and OG is able to just counter it back. The Mad is also getting out. Runet comes on the side of Chops. It's going to be a 2v3 scenario. The Mad is getting revived from one of his teammates, so I feel like, yes, it's going to be a 2v2 scenario as of now because there's a revival going on, but nobody's pushing in from the side of Old Gamers. So yes, it's usual thing to say it's going to be a 2v3. Of course, the man advantage is towards the side of Hall. Maybe some utilities can allow them to push onto that particular house, barge into that house, and quickly eliminate the side of OG.
Hmm. This Erangel has been a lot slower than all the 3 maps we have witnessed today, Bullet.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
we
yeah. True that.
already predicted that this map is going to be very passive though. But yeah, Howl has upped their game, wherein they have been very careful about what they have been doing. They have stopped August there, I guess. No, wait, that's Old Gamers. Hamad, they are forced to come out now because Circle is closing in. They have to move it towards that Wildcats once again. Rather than the second Miramar, they have also. Oh no! He tried to crouch and take that shot, but that was not enough. Darkest Dog, both of them are struggling at this point of time. He needs to revive his teammate first. Grenades are gonna come hard at them. Yeah, Voldemort takes down 14-year old. Quetpa takes down West in there. So multiple fights have started already. I see already 10 teams alive and with 34 players. Oh no, not a good place to stop, I guess. He gets taken out as well. The vehicle rotation is something, it gives you an advantage, but today a lot of rotations have, been punishing to teams who have been not watching their left or right, maybe, being very casual about their approach towards the circle. Opsi confirms Zoe there. They are pushing. They will find another knockout player there. Last man standing is on the vehicle. One shot getting infected. Actually, two players are surviving, not the one guy. Yuski only had 17 HP. Needs to heal himself. He had a first hit. AG used to his advantage. This team Howl. They have jumped into a fight. They are jumped into the middle of a fight actually. Yeah, they stole one kill. Sub-Zero was confirmed by Rueren. These grenades are gonna cause some damage maybe. Where did he throw that Molotov? He just threw it in desperation maybe. But Yagunes is the lone player surviving. It's going to be very, very difficult for him to survive at this point of time.
For now, Laza are going to be the lone player starting from the side of all Koitok, and PRX is also going to be the last guy starting from the side of Koitok. So there are 2 or 3 teams are starting with the last man standing. Savam Esports into, I believe, to the 2x4th center of the circle, trying to hold their boots on the ground with a 4-man squad. Team Aces is still surviving. Okay, I thought Aces got eliminated. I'm really sorry. But for now, all the side of Outlets are able to get some kills here and there. This might be one tap coming in, but no, Lagging just misses the shot, not able to anticipate where that's going to guy land upon after the jump. But for now, teams are now taking fights here and there. But Savam Esports, I feel like that's going to be the only squad with surviving with a 4-man squad. But for now, Laza got a little bit overwhelmed by the fact that it's going to be one guy, and I will just confirm it up. All Esports get eliminated at the 10th spot, and Aces now know the location, the intel of where the old gamers, the last 2 men standing from the side of old gamers, are holding up in a small ridge pit.
One this knocked out there. He will get revived though. Orglass secured a chicken in the last game. They have a good positioning in this game as well, but they have to be very careful about their left hand side, because I think I see team. I think that's team. Wait, 9. Yeah, team 9. For one this and his lineup. Quetpa has a good position. But does he have an M249? Did I see an M249? We'll see once we have his perspective. But anyways, in this point of time, Hammond, he's trying to make a smoke wall. He has to enter the circle because his team is not inside. Old Gamers only has 1 kill, surviving with 2 players. Roscoe taking down next there. Wait, 1 player standing there. Fires. Was pretty accurate there. And takes down the lone player surviving from Kyoto Gang. Weston, on the other hand, I think he has spotted 1 player. Maybe 2-3 players. He has spotted the movement at least.
Let's see. Fun, I feel like yes on how some teams are able to go for a FPS gameplay, trying to destroy the vehicle over there, or what they're trying to do over there. Oh, are you serious? What just happened? Not able to stand as a caster what they were trying to do, because they were firing onto the tires of the vehicle, which led and helped them to rotate upon, and that that exit from the vehicle kind of got the very clear angle from the side of August, and they took a shot, and one of the guys got knocked upon. Mumble squad also very much in the open. Weston gets the shot. I'm very much happy to see on how some players from the side of August are playing on some of these diamond and hyper-based rifles and getting kills here and there. One other guy comes in from the side of Bumble Squad. There is gonna be a smokes, but through the smokes he confirms the kill upon, and Bumble Squads get eliminated at the 7th spot or less, doing 7 kills in their favor. This might be another banger of a gameplay coming in from the side of August. Another banger map, and which I expect another maybe whenever chicken dinner coming into their team tally.
Yep, 6 teams
For now,
alive at this point
yeah.
of time. Ogless with 7 kills. They have a good positioning. A lot of things will. Oh no, wait, they have to move in now. They have to leave that compound. And behind them, I think Team 9 is still waiting. The car tires are gone. The car is damaged. I think one more bullet, the car will also burst off. So only smoke wall is the option to go inside the circle. Western found out an angle. Only able to give a damage of 21. But wait, Screams have an AWM and he took down Baron and Baron got confirmed as well. Yeah, see, AWM is a responsibility. We all know that. And, one shot, one knock. That gun can deliver everything. You need to know, uh, you know, that how can you create value for the team with that weaponry. Another rotation point, and this time it is Team Ogless. It seems like Screams already needed that position. Yes, exactly, a perfect nade. Easy 4 goes down. He has another nade where he confirms easy 4 as well. It's a complete shutdown for Team Ogless. What a blunder these guys made. Second half of the team was waiting, and that was Nail and Weston. First half went in and gets eliminated instantly. But yeah, they have still managed to punish them. They have got 9 picks. Savem are still surviving in this game. Another team who have been consistent in this qualifier, Zotac Cup. Look at next. They spotted Scrims there, and Team 9 gets eliminated. At least good signs for Team Ogless. They can rest out for 1 second at least. They can take a breather and decide how can they go inside the circle now. Bullet.
Yes, and I also feel like on a Hogless are able to, like you emphasize upon the kills, man. I feel like they are proving out to be a very very good squad. Even on the first day, they were able to confirm some good kill points into their team tally, and I feel like yes, they're trying to do the same on the second day itself, as they have confirmed one chicken dinner also into the last game. But for now, he gets some shot. Western almost getting eliminated from the hands of Oldham. He gets onto the cover using some syringes, but for now, fortune favors the bold, as we can see Sarum Esports standing at the best position as they can. They gets the guy, almost gets the guy, and yes, for he's also been knocked upon. But Hamud is barely serving on 5 pixel HP. Gamers get eliminated from the side of Aces, and it's going to be just Aces left out with a 2-man, August with a 2-man, and Salvan Esports with a 3-man squad left out in a 2v3 situation. I feel like I said, Salvan Esports are in the best place to be right now. 2 or 3 random shots here and there. I feel like they can eliminate the whole lobby. There you go. This is what I was talking about.
It's a 3v2 scenario again, and Aces are again in top 2. This time it's Savem Esports two teams who have been really consistent today. Savem have been consistent all along. But Aces, they have already secured one chicken dinner in their angle. This is a solid planning coming out from Savem Esports. They have already secured the center of the circle. This is going to be very important. Bin Lagan, he has a K9. Bolt action can help. But Savem Esports has a numbers advantage. Next is checking the compound. I think Sheila might have transferred. Oh wait, he has spotted! That was too sharp. Bolt action, that is why this gun is valued this much by players. Okay, that was close again, but no. This time SLR shots being connected. Helmet is gone for Bin Lagan. Only his vest is of value. One more shot on his head, he will get taken down. It's going to be really, really difficult for Team Aces to convert some value from here. Look at Voldemort. He has already flanked out. Next takes down Bin Lagan. Now these guys can push in Sheila and Voldemort. are pushing left and right. They have made a V already. Grenades started to pop in. Not a good spot to be in if you are in supporting aces, maybe. Yeah, he is spotted
Yep, there you go.
and he gets taken down. Winner, chicken dinner for team Savim Esports. Brilliantly done.
Third winner with the chicken dinner coming in, to be precise, for the side of Sarvam Esports in the last
Yeah.
9 maps. It means that they have a clear advantage of the placement points being in their favor. They had almost 50 or 56 kills, I believe, when the map 2 ended. But right now, with another winner chicken dinner coming into their bag, I'm pretty much sure they're in the top of that point table for now.
Yeah, I think these guys have been doing a really good job, specifically Bullet, where, as you said, this is the third winner chicken dinner. So consistency is something which can obviously value them a lot. So this is a point where Sarvem now, might take down Howl as well, but everything boils down to that overall standings, which is something
Yeah.
which we'll see after the last game, which is Myanmar. But at this point of time, let's take a short break. After this break, we'll have our last game of the day.
Welcome back to the Zotac Cup, guys. Welcome back to the exemplary action coming in from these teams, especially for the side of Sarum Esports to get the third winner chicken dinner from the last, I would say, 9 maps. We have the map standings ready, and we'll be jumping straight into the map standings of the last map of Wrangle. Yes, I was expecting the side of Team Aces to clutch it out. I was also expecting other teams like Orgles or the other teams like Howl to win on this particular map. But Sarum Esports, a bingo coming in, 10 kills, 10 placement points with a total points of 20. Orgles with 9 kills, 5 placement points, and with a total points of 14 secured on match number 9.
Yeah, of course. I mean, this is going to be the last game of the day. So every team who have not been performing, specifically the troublemakers, Warpalas, of course, they secured a brilliant match in Miramar, but coming down to Erangel, they couldn't stand out. I think elimination in an early game without any kills will, of course, put you in a spot, in a in a dangerous spot where you might get eliminated as well if your cumulative score is not good enough and you are not ending up in a top 16 spot, right? So now V versus team, attention, bound. Uh, I think Wildcats as well. Only one game isn't enough to showcase that you are worthy enough to be in the top 16. But anyways, Bumble Squad, they have been consistent. Howl, showing why they were on top on day one. They had a quiet start in the first two games. The next two were good enough, securing 7 kills in the last game. Didn't secure any position points, and it got them to fifth spot in the match standings. But yeah, good match for Team Savim Esports. 10 kills and 10 placement points. Always a brilliant score to have. 20 points from a single game. It can place you in a spot where you cannot be taken down from there. But anyways, next game is Miramar. Today we have seen that, which is very surprising. Bullet. Usually Miramar has a very slow start, and then it paces up after the fourth phase, or maybe the fifth phase, while the important part or the rotation starts coming in. But Erangel has been kind of slow today. Not the first one. First one was still better than the last one. Last one was started very slow, but as on when we went on towards the last phase of the game, we saw some fights coming in, and um, open area circle obviously puts teams into a spot. Anyways, Miramar, of course. Hopefully, we again see some action early on in the game. Already, these teams know what they have to expect. Now they are playing the third Miramar of the day. So let's see what they have got for their last game of the day.
Of course, the third Miramar for the day. I feel like that sixth or seventh Miramar map for the entire best of 15 map scenario. But I do feel like, yes, some of the teams who are not definitely gonna make it to the top of the top 8 teams, top 10 teams, top 8 teams. Sorry, we're gonna get secured
Yep.
for the grand finale spot for the Zotac Cup, which has been powered by Zotac Gaming. Again, folks, you want to check out the beautiful GPUs, the 4070 lineup from the side of Zotac. Make sure to check out all the links in the description. They have been the direct store links also coming in from the side of Zotac in the description down below. So make sure to check them out. And yes, folks, coming back to the point where I was saying, yes, I do feel like a lot of teams now know for a fact that they cannot make it to top 8. So I feel like, yes, they might go on into a YOLO mode. They might go on to full aggressive mode to just take out some random teams here and there. We might expect, because it's going to be the last map for the day, and obviously I feel like, yes, there are going to be some few of the teams which I can say upon the names upon on my fingers right now, because they haven't shown any kind of aggressive gameplay. I'm really sorry, aggressive will be not the right word. I just feel like, yes, the promising gameplay coming in from their side, just get the points on board, get anyhow the placement points on board, and to just be on the edges, like at least be on the top 8, top 9, top 12, to just when you have the last five maps left out to play on tomorrow for this Zotac Cup qualifiers first, then you show some promising gameplay and then try to qualify for the grand finale. So I feel like, yes, that can be done to at least get on with the top 8, top 7 spot. So yes, folks, we'll be jumping straight into the game. It's going to be the last map of Miramar for the day, not for the entirety of this qualifier. Still 5 maps are left, and which will be played on tomorrow by all of these teams. And I do feel like tomorrow it's going to be the three set of Erangel maps and 2 set of Miramar maps. But yes, for today it's going to be the last map of Miramar, which is going to be placed upon. We're going to be played upon really soon. But yes, I want to know your thoughts, Saurabh. What do you feel about the last four maps? Did you witness in this? Which did you witness in this Zotac Cup?
I feel okay. Before that, we are jumping into Myanmar. But yes, till then we see the plane path, the trajectory, the teams jump in. I'll of course explain the question. Okay. Uh, Flight has taken off for Miramar though. Bullet plane path trajectory starting off from Campo Militar and ending towards Los Ligos. So again, not so centric, I would say, but yeah, El Pozo is going to be difficult to access. You can of course take a vehicle and go there and maybe loot. But yeah, the circle will decide the course of the game as well. But anyways, your question, uh, you are, you place
Hmm.
at this point of time. I feel, Bullet, that
Hmm.
after seeing these four games, uh, these teams, specifically few of them, Howl, maybe Ace, uh, the Sarvem, Bumble Squad, these guys, and even Ogles as well. These four five teams are very sorted in their mind. They know what they are doing and what they want and what they do not want. So when you're clear in your head in regards to what kind of things you want to do in the game and what
True, true.
if things go south, what you have to take care of to so that you at least get those basic average points, so that you do not get eliminated with 0 points at least. So yeah, in that regards, these guys are very sorted, and they have that is why they have been doing so well in this day two of Zotac Cup, and also in day one. Aces have stepped up today. Hopefully, they can step up tomorrow also. This is something, consistency is something which a lot of teams struggle to get, specifically in battle royale games, where outcomes can't be controlled. A lot of things depend on your luck as well, where as in the circle is in favor of you or not, or maybe the rotation path, or maybe the point of rotation you chose, uh, was it clear or not. So Bao, maybe they will be very disappointed. So yeah, all in all, a good day for these cluster of teams who did well, and teams who couldn't will obviously try to find out some solutions and come back tomorrow, because still 5 games are to be played, and things can change in 5 games as well.
Yeah, let's see on how teams like Howl, as we can spectate them, on how teams like Sarvem Esports, really sorry, Sarvem Esports, teams like Aces were doing a good job. Tokyo Drift action going in from the side of Aces Bass Boy, trying to just not get the shot connected towards him. He knows for a fact that somebody's trying to
Oh,
connect the shot towards him, and he did try to drift it away. But right now, I guess that was an 18 tag coming in. Not really sure. I did saw one or the one of the specific numbers over there in the long range. It was very pixelated for me. But found him. Howl will be trying the level best to secure the last win with chicken dinner, because Howl has been one of the top tier teams, especially in terms of their overall performance in the day one. I feel like they are getting very much suppressed by the other squads in some third party engagement and some pure guerrilla warfare tactics. I feel like yes, Team Hall can be that one team to watch out for in this particular last map for the day. And there you go. Laza going in all out, takes on the side of Dog SRS. Maybe a conversion coming in, because I see all of the other three players are not very much grouped up with Laza right now.
yeah. I mean, that is a very good point you have mentioned out here, Bullet. But Howl,
Mhm.
of course, at this point of time, Laza, he takes down one player. I think I will confirm the kill as well. Yeah, he has confirmed a kill for his team. So we see first blood coming in for Team Howl here. Good start. Usually, whenever your teammates or when your team gets those important picks early on in the game, your team seems to be confident, and they have started their Miramar, the last game campaign well. They have a Mini 14. Mad. He's carrying a Mini 14 with 4x and an AUG. Good combination. Both of the guns contains 5.56 bullets, one Molotov, two nades. No smokes though, but Laza has a smoke. 10
Mhm.
bandages. The loot isn't enough, I would say, because I don't think this is the correct amount of healings you want to carry for the second phase or maybe the third phase while you engage up in a fight, because you won't have any healings to heal yourself up.
Let's see where this goes upon. Let's see how teams try to play it up in the last map of for the day. I do feel again, man, that Team Howl can do the job pretty good and pretty easily on how they have performed on the day and how they have performed in the last 4 or 3 maps. Kyoto Gang, of course, one of the teams who are being trying their level best get some good kills in that team tally, trying to perform outperform other teams from this lobby. But I do feel like Kyoto Gang is falling short when there are some stronger teams compared to when I'm talking about Oculus, when I'm talking about Aces. Their performance today has been so out of the world. For now, of course, they got their eyes set toward the side of Aces, which is trying to upgrade the squad of Team Attention, which has already been down. Two of their players have been already down from the side of Team Aces. So Kyoto Gang do have the right chance to go for a third party engagement, but they are quite far away, so they have to just use up those sniper rifles, the bolt action DMRs, to just attach with a 6x and 8x scope and try to do a damage from the long range.
Yep, Kyoto Gang, another team who have been struggling a lot. Yeah, Bullet. And they
Yep.
have not been up to the mark though. Gunfight has not been too strong as well. They have to be very careful while they are, for fighting head on head. Usually in PUBG PC, we don't see too much of head on head fight until and unless you take a clash or maybe directly rushing into a squad. Usually they try to take a mid range fight. Once you, take one or two player down from, you know, then you maybe try to push in and secure an advantage while using your TP. Yep, good Molotov used by he created, and Baron Peak gets eliminated there. This was my point. Savim Esports lost an early player. Oh no, not this is something you should have that rich knowledge, right? Uh, you might think that you are not getting exposed, but wait, a long way, bro. Good projectile motions being used. Once there is already a flank. Voldemort, Voldemort is already flanking, but the flanker, until and unless he gets some value, players who are at the top are going to struggle. No, stun grenade is not going to help. The flanker has to run away now. No, he cannot run away. He gets taken out because Crossberg was waiting for a flanker. Bound for Zeeman, he has a bolt action. Trying to third party, but won't help because already there's a ridge. They went below the ridge now. But a good fight being taken there.
For now, yes, we see some squads again. I'll say the same thing, man. This can be a slow start into the map of Miramar, but how we have just saw two of the teams getting eliminated by two of the finest team that we have in this lobby. This is very surprising to see that in less than 8 minutes, two of the squads have been eliminated. For now, yes, it's gonna be the last map for the day, folks. We see a knock coming in from Sadhu Zerpi to take down towards the Sarah Mystic, who has just been revived from the help of his teammates. For now, Kyoto Gang is on the top of a house, and they are still trying to connect some shot towards the side of Aces. But right now the distances are far away, the splits are far away. Every other team is holding every other region in this entire map. But for now, Zippy will be able to down and confirm the side of Zippy, coming in from the side of Istanbul Wildcats. But Kyoto Gang are still trying to hold up towards the areas of Impala.
Yeah, long have a good spot here. Zofi is trying to destroy the car tires. He managed to destroy one though here. SLR, a good weapon choice. 7.62. Any gun of 7.62 is always damaging. But the problem is you cannot carry too much ammo in your bag if you don't have a level 3. That's a problem. And also, one thing, the bullet drop, that is something you have to be very concerned about. Oh, wait, Kyoto Gang. Shokuhaki don't have a helmet now. His helmet has been damaged. Only his vest is something he can create value with. Cannot re-peek unless he has a good angle where he can take that player down. Otherwise, if he gets taken down, maybe a rush can come in. Impala is a good region where there are compounds, there are ridges. To be fair, to be more specific, Miramar is kind of a map where you know this desert theme can pressurize you a lot, can strain your eyes. But if you focus, you can find out a lot of values.
Let's see what's going to be the case. I still do believe that a lot of teams are still trying to go for those long range fights in this final map of the day. I do feel like, yes, when you are playing 9 or 8 games in a similar lobby, similar pattern, you do definitely, if you have the ability to just read on what kind of strategies other teams may able to do on and play upon onto the map of Mirabai. I do feel that for now we can see a rotation coming in from the side of some other teammates from the side of Hall. Oh, Hall was not grouped up with his own teammates. That's very surprising to see. Now, for now, definitely Ruiner knows that's going to be some teams rotating upon to his eastern and left western sides. As he saw the wake is going on, there's going to be a hot pursuit over here. Kyoto Gang, one of the players from Kyoto Gang, has spotted the side of Tryhards, who's trying to make a rotation on the side of it. He's trying to group up with the other team. So Kyoto Gang needs to be very careful of the nades and mollies, which can interpret the path of their vehicle. So they need to be very, very specific on how they want to go upon. There you go. The first knock coming. Abuti gets one. Abuti gets another one. Sub-Zero has been knocked down. There's going to be just two of the single guys. Two of those guys from the side of Kyoto Gang. Not single guys. Two of the guys from the side of Kyoto Gang, which were able to just drive herky-burky here and there through the ridges and to safely get out of that spot. This was talking about. You need to be very specific if you are going for a hot pursuit like that.
True that. Kyoto Gang, uh, two guys surviving, Shokuhaki and PRX. But wait, they can find a team here. Let's try harder. But try hard players are watching. If they can catch anyone off guard, they might, confirm them. But Shaggy, I think they have found out Opsy there. Opsy was confirmed. So Bound is fighting out. Yuski was also taken down. Very important for Bound as well because Bound hasn't have a brilliant day. Yuski and Zoe both taken down by Bound Shaggy. AKM getting around value. Wait. Okay. Traveling in a plane is also not safe.
True. True. But for now, yes, compared to what we were expecting, Oro, I definitely I was expecting a much more fast-paced action coming into the last match. But there you go, fast-paced action coming in from the side of Bumble squad. Definitely troublemakers having eliminated from the side of Bone squad. But for now, Bumble squad trying to make their way, challenge out the side of Danger Wildcats, and slowly and steadily they're trying to use those utilities. There are some smoke nades coming in from the side of Istanbul Wildcats. But for now, Streak Raider gets one. Tuzda gets knocked down. It's going to be a 2v3 scenario if I'm not wrong. For now, trying to throw some molly. So if no other teammates from the side of Bumble squad can push upon. But yep, the other guy also very much low. Unusual angle getting created. Streak Raider gets knocked down. Crossbar gets a confirmation nade. It's just going to be one single guy left out in that hangar. Of course, there's going to be some unusual pushes. Might be a chance for iCarcass to clutch it out, but he's not really sure where the shots is coming from. Not also ADSing towards it, but he needs to go for a first aid kit, maybe go for a free fire, but he gets one, might be able to get two. This might be a clutch in coming in with the 1v3 scenario. A flashbang to be tossed upon. Maybe he's going for it. Yes, he will go for it. Trying to use up a rotation, trying to go for a change of positions in that tactic. And yes, he's going for it, but he's not having those sufficient nades. Although he's having one last flashbang that was tossed upon toward the side of the last guy coming in from the side of team Bound squad. The guy's pushing upon. Yes, he knows the location. He knows the audio cues coming in from that feed. Maybe this is the right time to toss a molly. Maybe not. But you gotta get the last guy. He's burning upon. 10 tactics of damage is going. And a 1v3 coming in from the side of IW Tarkus. Bumble squad completely get annihilated from this one last guy. There comes the fire on the crate. There comes the rivalry. And boy, oh boy, what a clutch coming in from the side of Tarkus. What a lovely play.
Yeah, brilliantly done. I have to say that. At this point of time, Warpalas is also chipping in. I think that is Decatron. And Hercules goes down there. Team 9 again in a concerning spot. Suddenly we see some action on the mid phase of the game. Usually this is the moving phase where teams are approaching the circle, rotating. But this time they're fighting it out. This is the last game, as we have already mentioned it out. Phase 3 will start closing in 1 minute 45 seconds. They have close to 2 minutes though. They can patiently fight it out. Puerto Parasio. Lot of close quarter compounds here. Wait. Not a good spot. Yeah. It's a Tron! So he goes inside the compound and he gets taken
Oh
down.
boy!
Morpalas eliminates the 9. See, I think 9, as I said, there are a few times when I feel that they're clueless. They do not know what's happening with them, and they're not aware of the positions. Usually what happens is regardless of where you're fighting and how you're fighting, you're aware of the situation that this is an angle where I can get taken down from, so I might not peek here. So that basic
Yeah.
mistake which the 9 made costed them this game as well.
For now, yes, we see the side of Forklift surviving and coming into the game with 3-man squad only, and they are still surviving with 3-man with 2 kills coming into the game. Quetpa is one of the guys who was using P90 as his secondary for a lot of maps now, for a lot of long time now. I feel like, yes, yeah, he has also taken up a clutch. I believe that was yesterday's 1v2 against Bound squad. But for now, Bond Shaggy will confirm the side of Fox 2K coming in from the side of Warplus. Warplus did just eliminate the side of Tech 9. The Team 9, I'm really sorry. I'm usually calling it Tech 9. I'm really sorry. The side of Team 9. But for the time being, Kanpachi is going to be the lone player surviving. I really want to see if there's going to be any other guy. I don't think so. But Shaggy has his eyes set towards the last guy from the side of Warplus. Any other shot coming in from the side of Kenpachi might reveal his intel, might reveal his location, where his whereabouts, where he's holding his angles upon. But for now, Bon Shaggy, the scout of Bon squad is going to be surviving with 3 players. Hall is also surviving with 3 players. I feel like Orglass is going to be the only squad, I believe, who is surviving with 3 or 2 guys. Maybe just 2 guys we can see on this mini map. For now, Hall is getting very much closer to the guys coming in from the side of Org. Quetpa gets one. Matt gets taken on just 1 string of second. Only that was a confirmation coming in. So Og is definitely there with the 3 players crushing them with the vehicle also. But the confirmation goes on toward the hands of Nail Pop and Hall. I guess one of the guys is trying to side of the mat. But here comes the third party coming in from the side of Islamic Cats. Wilson knows about the whereabouts, but Islamic Cats gets eliminated. Good mid-range fire coming with that barrel. And there you go. Tarkus gets eliminated. Istanbul Cats are going to get eliminated at the 10th spot. Laza is going to be the lone player surviving from the side of Howl. He's still trying to make his way toward the side of Western. He knows for the fact that Ogles is also surviving with 1 last man standing guy. Maybe this is the right time. Maybe this is the right time to push it upon. Maybe the right time to eliminate that guy. He saw him.
No.
He saw him. Oh, almost getting eliminated. Just got lucky over there.
Yeah, I mean, see, this is my concern. You know that you can be taken down from these spots. You have to make the player think who is on that ridge. How can I take that guy down? You cannot make your opponent feel that it's easy to take me down. You have to make him work hard, and that's where an opportunity can arise where you can, punish him while taking any chances. Oh, that grenade was perfect. Cypher, though he has been very good with his utility usage today. He has created a lot of value with that nade. Kind of having a good day. Aces already secured a chicken dinner today. And again, a good start on this map as well. In top 8, Cypher has spotted another player, but nothing connected there. Bad boy. Only the first game he could contribute, and he contributed with 6 picks, individual picks though, where his team converted 14 or 13 odd kills with a second position. Bad boy has heard some gunshots. He is running in to get some early picks. I think his teammates have passed on that information that already 1 player escaped. So be careful from outside the circle, outside the zone, where you can be taken down. Billionaire takes down PRX there, but Cypher is safe enough. He's running in. He wants to get some picks. Yep, look at Arkan. He has a Zota in his hand. He has a clear vision. He will take 1 player down. The recoil is a big concern. Yep, Bad Boy will help him out. Billionaire goes down. Not in a good spot. Now try harder, because Aces have tap them from the back. Kill will be secured by Bad Boy here. That is going to be his second pick. Second pick of this game. He still doesn't want to stop. Ace is secured. 6 kills. Hellboy is a lone player surviving.
Shahadar.
Shokuhaki.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the last place surviving for Kyoto Gang, right? Yeah. Oh wait,
Yeah.
wait. Drama is still left.
Wait, that nade, he tossed it in the air. Did it land it? It did land onto the left western side. I'm not really sure. It should have landed onto the face of PRX. Not really sure where the nade went on. But for now, yes, the side of Kyoto Gang are still surviving upon. The side of Bond Squad is also surviving with 6 kills and 3 players left out. Orgless are also surviving with 3 guys. I want to see what happened to Aces over there. Aces, one of the guys from the side of Aces did got down. But for now, yes, PRX confirms the kill on toward the side of Bad Boy Aces, and definitely Aces are now left out in a 2v3 or 2v4 scenarios, looking at the how no teams are scattered around this fields right now. I do believe that, yeah, where the teams, oh, Tryhard gets eliminated, the last guy got eliminated from the zone itself. I do believe there's a small houses which are being left upon. If the zone strings up to them, it's gonna be a clear victory for the team which are having cover. But how some of the teams are still trying to survive upon on the utilities that they still have, the inventories that they still left out. Zerpy knows that somebody's able to push him, gets out the molly, puts him out of the cover. Just he got revved up from his one of his teammates. He just got it out also. I don't know how he missed the footsteps of Kurapa. Kurapa is almost crouch over there. Kurapa confirms that the side of Zerpi. For now, it's going to be just 13 players left out in this small circle. It's going to be anyone's game. It's how I if you ask my opinion, it's going to be anyone's game for now. But I want to see who's going to be the side of Chop SS over there, Modi over there, who is as we can see on the green color, the pings over there onto the mini map. I want to see which is the team who's still surrounding with the 3 or 4 players.
Still alive. 13 players. So I think most of the teams have lost 1 or 2 members from their team. The numbers advantage won't be there, but PRX takes down Maestro there. So Kyoto Gang has a fight left in them, which is good. But they still do not want to give up. This is something which other teams should also, implement in their play style. You shouldn't give up at any point of the time, at any point of the game, time in the game. Wetpa, Weston surviving for August. They already have a chicken dinner today. Fires and chops. Confirming PRX there. A team effort coming in. Oh, still not enough. Weston though, Percival goes down with that grenade again. I think usage of grenades has been very appropriate or maybe very accurate, because all the projectiles which these guys have assumed and Quetpa couldn't survive. Quetpa couldn't I think he did not allow Percival to get revived. He took him down.
Yep.
Kemchi, lone player for War Plus, is silent. Doesn't want anybody to see him.
I feel like it's going to be really hard for some of the players who are, from players like Kenpachi, who are still surviving with just one single guy in his team. He's a lone survivor. Somebody trying to push him. It's going to be the side Kodapa with the P90. Another pure display of how SMGs can obliterate the assault rifles when it comes down to the fire rate. Kodapa gets the confirmation. Another team is also confirmed. Kyoto Gang is going to get eliminated at 5th spot. It's going to be OG to survive with 3 guys right now left out. Aces with 2 of the guys remaining, August with also 2, and Waplas with just single one. So I do feel like August needs to just group up somewhere around, have those smoke snades and utilities ready up when some of these lone players and players from the side of Aces try to push them upon, because they know for a fact that there is no viable cover rather than the house towards the left hand side from the side which we are seeing on from the side of Western. But there's already going to be bin lagging from the side of Aces, so it's going to be really crucial on how you even fire a single bullet and give away your location.
Oh no, Bin Laden spots the guy there. He did provide some damage. Provide some damage there. Kenchi is on fire there. Okay. Warpalas, the lone player, he is providing some good amount of damage, but he can hear him. if he's not aware of his position, Kemchi might clutch this situation. With this first hit pop in sound might spot him. Gun goes into reload. Wrong timing, maybe. Yeah, wrong time. Corporalas Esports gets eliminated. With that, I think Western confirms Kemchi. Quetpa took down Chops there. Ogles had another opportunity along with Aces to convert the second chicken dinner of the day. Oh wait, Molotov did the job. It's only Ogles versus Aces now. Already 12 kills being secured by Ogles. Brilliantly done again by Westin and Quetpa. Quetpa with 7 picks in this game. Not a matter of joke, but this grenade has to be very accurate enough. They have to find some value. Yes, they will find out. Quetpa takes down Cypher, the main guy, who has been very, very accurate with his grenades. Bin Lagan, everything is on him now. It's a 1v2 situation for him. Can he get the second chicken of the day? But look at Weston, he's already flanking. He's on a flank. He wants to convert this game into a chicken dinner. That is how desperate these guys are. They are fighting out for the Zotac Cup. I think he might spot him. Yeah, he has spotted. Quetpa confirms Cypher first. But Weston's position.
There
Yeah,
you go.
he will take him down, and winner chicken dinner goes in favor of Outlet. The second one for the day, and a brilliant one. He got for 14 odd kills and a brilliant chicken dinner. So make it a 24-pointer. A good way, a brilliant way to end your day. What a match, Bullet. What a match.
Of course, it was not, I would say, much, I would say, expected to, just I was, talking about anticipating how aggressive and ruthless, some of the teams can be in the last map for a day. But it was, quite the natural PUBG flow that we expect. The zones will shrink upon, the play area will just shrink upon, and slowly, and teams will try to battle it out. But for now, it's gonna be the second winner by chicken dinner coming in from the side of Ogles on the same day itself. Yesterday it was the side of Howl Esports and the side of Sarwan. Sarwan was able to get two winner by chicken dinner back to back on map number 3 and 4, really sorry, and Howl was able to get the winner by chicken dinner on map number 2 and map number 5, I believe. Yes. But for today, it's going to be map number 8 and map number 10, where August has just shined like a star. But for now, we'll be going into the map standings in a while now. But yes, all the teams have definitely performed in a very, very, I would say, straighter manner, where teams which had the right opportunity to get up those kills, especially if I talk about the side of Koito Gang and how they're trying out to take up a battle towards the side of AC and Tryhards themselves. So they also on the other end tried to get some kills here and there, but in the end they fall short to the other teams who were trying to get on the top of the points table.
Yeah, I mean, won't disagree to it. And I think to add upon the way specifically Aces have also played, they won't mind a lot because
Exactly.
they will
Yeah,
think
I see.
that they had a very good day. Just one map they got what 0 kills and 0 placement points, and that was the third game. Other than that, all 4 games they came third or maybe second, or maybe they got the chicken dinner. They got good amount
Yeah.
of kills. So a brilliant day for them. So in overall scoreboard, we might see them securing a good
Hmm.
spot. So this is how you change your placement in overall standings. You just have to set the tone for the day. As in the first game in Myanmar, they played brilliantly. They had a brilliant game where they got what 14 kills, but they didn't secure the chicken dinner there. In the last game also, it was Myanmar. They got good amount of kills, but they couldn't secure the chicken dinner again. They came second. So both the Myanmar starting and the ending, aces were on the second spot, and they have been very consistent with that, kills and position points. But anyways, let's take a short break. After the break, we will show you the match standings and the overall standings.
Guys, welcome back to the Zotac Cup for PUBG PC. And yes, we're back again with a short break. And all five maps are done for the day. Yes, in the end, it was the side of Ogles. One more time to grab on the winner with the chicken dinner. But for now, before we take a look at the overall standings for the day, we'll be taking a look at the map standings for match number 5 for the day and match number 10 in the overall. Ogles grab on 14 amazing kills, 10 placement points, overall 24. Ace with 7 kills, 6 placement point, overall of 13. Bond with 6 kills, 2 placement points, overall of 8. Old Gamer with 2 kills, 5 placement points, overall of 7. And War Plus just falling short a little bit, only 3 kills in this map, 4 placement point, overall of 7 total points.
Yeah, and I think lot of teams, and I think specifically to be more specific, I think a lot of teams
Yeah.
and a lot of players also will see a surprise while we will going on to the overall standings, where you know there will be a lot of changes, as in Howl didn't have a good day. They had a decent day where two of the matches where they secured the top five spot and secured some good amount of picks, and in one game they were second as well. But rest of the three games, in this game also they got only one pick kill, and they got only overall scored, they stood out to be one only. And first and the second game also they were not good enough, so they struggled a bit. But anyways, they had a good decent amount of score in the day one, so yeah, they won't lose out on that top 16 spot. But it's very important for teams to be holding on to that overall top 16 spot in the overall standing. While if you do not hold on to that spot, you might end up not qualifying for the grand finals, where you have a prize pool of $5,000, which is going to be
Yep.
very, very important.
Yep. For now, it more of like feels like X. Ogles, Team Aces, Bound, Old Gamers. If you ask my opinions on the overall standing, War Plus. If you take a look what's happening onto the other side of the table, Howl, Team Sarvalim Esports. These are the top 6 or 7 teams, in my opinion, on the overall standings are looking very much into top 10 and top 8. Other squads like Denzen Bank, Istanbul Wildcats, the Triple Makers, Team 9, Attention, even the side of, I would say, Bumble squad, even though they have got what, one winner chicken dinner, good fair share of, I would say, kill points and placement. I do feel like their placement of top 8 and top 9s are looking a little bit skeptical to me.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that is something which I have also concerned about, specifically with Kyoto Gang also versus teams. Sarvem, I think they also did a brilliant job. They couldn't perform in this game. They had a bad game where they got eliminated very early on in the game. Sometimes Myanmar can be intimidating. We all know that. If you do not find your spot, if you do not have the proper
Yeah.
loot, or maybe proper rotation pattern, if you are a bit confused enough and you don't know that spot or that area you are taking while rotating, so you might end up in a very bad situation or very bad spot. So that is what happened with Savim there. Anyways, I think a lot of teams have a sorted out mindset wherein they have already done their part in 10 matches or 10 games. They have done enough, but still they want more, so that they have a good positioning, good hold, good momentum, so that in grand finals, once they are facing few teams, not everyone, because few of them will get eliminated, they are much more prepared, and they have a better you know read on their opponents, because read is something
Yeah.
that is very important in today's time, because killing is a part of the game, not the primary focus. Because everybody knows, if somebody has your back against you, you will of course take him down easily. So that is up to you, how can you create that situation, how can you go back and not be spotted and punish your opponents, or maybe catch them off guard. So that is something which teams are focusing on, maybe on the stats, maybe on the rotation pattern, maybe while seeing their plane path trajectory, they are predicting that maybe this is a plane path which can give us a centric circle, maybe a northern side circle. We saw that Yasnaya circle, where the circle popped off and went up towards the northern side, and Stolber,
Yeah.
just below Stolber, it was an open circle that was very intimidating as well. Teams couldn't survive that, and few of the teams who had that advantage still couldn't confirm. I think that was the game where Aces, climbed up that ridge and eliminated Warpalas and converted that game. So that was a brilliant move. Warpalas should have converted that game. These are some few basic mistakes. Whenever you have that opportunity as a team, you should be converting those games into a big chicken dinner, so that once you face a bad game or a bad day, you can compensate at least.
Yeah, this has been a clear case of some of the teams like even now. The first team I would take a name will be Howell and Savlin, the two teams. They're not able to
True.
provide that kind of a gameplay, not able to get any winner with chicken dinner today. But if you take a look out to yesterday's stats and yesterday's performance, they were so brilliant. Both teams got two winner with chicken dinner onto the name. The last winner with chicken dinner went on to the side of War Plus. Even though War Plus did try their level best from their side to just try to make up a
Yep.
mark in the overall standings. But overall, we'll be taking a look at the overall standings. My bad. We'll be taking a look at the overall standings for the post-match 10 by 15. This is the combined score of day one and day two. 69 kills coming in from the side of Halls. They are still right at the top. I'm pretty much surprised. 60 kills coming in from the side of Sarvam Esports. 3 winner with chicken dinner confirmed now. 2 winner with chicken dinner coming from the side of August. 55 kills, 39 placement points, and 94 in the total. And Bumble squad with 56 kills and 25 placement points with a total of 81 on the board.
Yep. Brilliant. Still, Howell has managed themselves to hold on to that spot, and
Yeah,
Savim as well. But look at Aces. They were, before we started today, I think Aces were what, 12th or 13th spot. They have climbed up to that
13th. Yeah,
fifth spot. Yeah, so it's a
impressive.
brilliant jump. And they had only 17 points, so now they have 79. So which is a very good improvement which they have shown today. Aces and Bumble Squad, they have shown improvement. Also, Ogles also secured two chicken dinners today. So you can already see the difference. But teams like Yepa versus Team, 3 points is something after 10 games. It's not the ideal situation for teams like them, because once we see the other group also, when they jump in, I think these guys are gonna go out of that top 16 spot, right, Bullet?
Yeah, I do feel like like you talked upon, Aces have done a pretty good job. I would say even the squad of Bumble squad have done a pretty good job, because Bumble squad was definitely not able to get that kind of kills which they have gotten today. Same I would say for the side of Ogles. But what an amazing performance coming in from all of the teams who have till now secured in their top 8 spot. But for now, folks, make sure to check out the Zotac GPU, the 4070 series GPU. We have the TI version, we have the overclock version coming in from the side of Zotac. Make sure to check out all of the mentioned links in the description below. So yeah, this was it. This was done for the day. All of the 5 maps have been broadcasted and played upon by the team. This was Bullet signing off for the day. With me alongside my old friend Oro from the deck signing off. For now, as always, fellas with happiness. We will see you tomorrow. Good night and bye bye.